channel, WKLO 96.9, as well as on your Alexa. And we welcome you to our Davis Crushstone pregame show. We hope you're having a good Saturday alongside our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Sit back, relax, enjoy the sounds emanating from your device tonight. And come on in for this gathering of family, friends, and fans as the Brownstown Central Lady Braves, number 6 in the preseason rankings in Class 2A, coming off a 22-6 record a year ago, are here to open their season against the Class 3A, number 14 Corydon Central Lady Panthers at 1-0 here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. The Lady Braves coming off a season that included a sectional and regional championship. They've won 6 sectionals in a row, all under head coach Brandon Allman. They were coming off a season in which they accumulated 22 wins, the most since Coach Allman's first year in 2019-20 when they went 26-4. Senior forward Sophie Wishmeyer, senior guard Harley Topi, and senior wing Haley Hobson are the leading returnees from last season, and they will be keying the attack for this Lady Braves team, not just tonight, but for the rest of the season. Meanwhile, the Lady Panthers are coming off a sectional championship and a 20-6 record. 3 20-win seasons now in the last 4 years for the Lady Panthers. They won at Lanesville Tuesday night, 47-22. A 12-0 second quarter run stretched an 8-4 lead to 20-4 with about 3.5 minutes to go in the second quarter and propelled the Lady Panthers to the win. Paisley Teeter led the way on Tuesday night. She had 18 points on the evening. Reese Withers had 13 points. Sophia Bullitt accumulated 6 points and 6 rebounds. Katie Eve had 6 rebounds to go with 2 points. And Kyra Lathan didn't score, but she did rack up 4 rebounds and 4 assists for the Lady Panthers. Had the chance to talk to both teams' head coaches, an abbreviated conversation with head coach Brandon Allman, which we'll see if we can get to that at halftime, considering we're kind of running low on time right now. But we will try to get to the interview with Coach Conrad coming up on the other side of the break. Here from the Panther Dome in Corydon as you're listening to our Davis Crushstone pregame show. Davis Crushstone located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your Crushstone lime and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushstone at 812-347-2707. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
At Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County, they know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Continue along with our Davis Crushstone pregame show here on 96.9 WKLO. Brownstown Central head coach Brandon Allman joins us as the Lady Braves get ready to take on Corydon Central in their season opener tonight. We'll get to the matchup here in a few moments. But Coach, last year, of course, a really good season at Brownstown. Won another sectional title, 6 in a row, and then a regional title. So overall, what did you think of the success of the team here, especially the last couple of years?
Yeah, we had a great season last year. Good follow-up season. It's always tough. We made it there a couple years ago to the state finals, and hard to double that up. And we had a lot of expectations. Everybody said, you made it there, you got everybody coming back. So a lot of pressure on our girls and a lot of pressure on me, but our girls handled it really well. Won a sectional that we weren't favored in, and then to win a regional the way we did defensively, hold North Posey to single digits, I think it was in the first half. And, we just run into buzzsaw at Heritage Christian. They were playing really well. We just didn't put the thing in the hole enough. Just kudos. I got girls that just play hard and do things the right way, and I'm just lucky to be where I am.
Well, you got a lot of experience coming back as well. Stole a lot of girls back from that team that made it to state a couple of years ago. So how much does that help stabilize things going into the season?
Yeah, it's been nice. One of them, of course, is a volleyball player. We have 6 girls that just got back this week from volleyball. But, Sophie Wishmeyer and Harley Topi both coming back. They both had a lot of playing time in that state finals game, and they were our leading scorers last year. So really going to rely on them a lot. But we got some newcomers, Claire Brock coming back, so I'm hoping she's really going to help us. And Jada Miller has a lot of varsity experience, Haley Hobson. So we got a lot of experience, just a lot of girls playing new roles and, just a lot of unfamiliarity with each other right now. And so hopefully we, get going here in the season and work those kinks out.
Of course, you get started after just really 1 week of having a practice going in. So your girls have been here and done that before, though, haven't done this, making deep runs in volleyball season.
Yeah, we should be used to it, but I feel like we're further behind than we have. But that's like, once again, just a lot of new girls and not new spots. And, what a tough game to start with. The Toppers game against Corydon, who's, I'm not just saying this, that I think Josh Conrad, I have that much respect for him. And I think he's a top 5 coach in the state of Indiana with what he does year in and year out. Of course, another great year last year, upsetting, Silver Creek, getting them back in the sectional. So he just knows how to win basketball games.
And as far as your matchup with Corydon tonight, what stands out to you about what this Lady Panther team looks like coming in?
Well, you lost 3 all-star players last year, 2 really, really good guards, and one of my favorite players of all time, Josie Vaughn, just an absolute winner. And Groover as well, just girls who've been here for a long time and won a lot of basketball games in 4 years. But, they still have Withers and Teeter both, who I think are really good players. I mean, Withers is just a girl who can do everything. She can take it inside, drive the basketball, go coast to coast, step out, shoot the basketball as well. And Teeter's dangerous from the three-point line. She's as good as anybody that will play from outside the arc. So we got to figure out a way to limit them guys, and then we got to figure out how to take care of the basketball against their pressure.
And as far as the Lady Braves go coming into tonight, I know it's only 1 weekend, but everybody available, ready to go for this opener?
Yeah, it should be. So I think everybody's healthy right now. So that's good. That's a good thing.
Certainly is. Coach Allman, as always, thank you so much for taking the time for the talk. You and the Lady Braves have a good game here at Corydon to start your season tonight.
I appreciate it.
All right, Brandon Allman joining us here in our Davis Crunchstone pregame show, head coach of the Lady Braves. Stay tuned. We've got the starter, or actually Coach Conrad, coming up next as you're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
Our Davis Crunchstone pregame show continues right here on 96.9 WKLO. It is the home opener for the Corydon Central Lady Panthers tonight as they host Brownstown Central in a Mid-Southern Conference contest. And with us now is Corydon Central head coach Josh Conrad. He is early in year 6 as the head coach of the Lady Panthers, coming off the win over Lanesville on Tuesday night. We'll get to that in the matchup tonight as well. And Coach, last year, what a good season it was for Corydon girls basketball, getting to the sectional championship and beating a high-quality Silver Creek team. And for the group last year, it was a group that really came together and started playing their best right there when you wanted them to in the postseason.
Yeah, last year was a fun season. Obviously, you wish it would have ended a little bit differently, but you can't fault the kids for that. They came out, played hard, and had a really good ending as far as in that sectional run. That was really nice to see a team come together, like you just said, and really lock down some opponents in that sectional.
Yeah, and including a high-powered Silver Creek offense. You guys had given up 80 to them about 2 or 2.5 weeks before that, and then to hold them to 38 and to compete with them on the glass that night was really impressive to see how the team was locked in that situation.
Yeah, the kids just came out ready to compete, and they were a little bit hungry. They had a bad taste in their mouth from that 1-point loss earlier in the season, and you gotta be impressed with how they responded in that sectional.
Well, of course, Evansville Central in the regional went to overtime. You played against one of the best players in the state in Maddie Shirley, and she put on a big show against you guys, but you stayed right with them, and then it just kind of slipped away in overtime. But still, the girls did a great job giving you full effort all throughout that night as well.
Yeah, we had the lead there with a minute and a half to go and just kind of shot ourselves in the foot a little bit on the offensive end and could have made them pay a little bit more. But, that's part of basketball. Those things happen. Shot falls in here or there, and it's a completely different situation. But that's why you play the game.
That's right. Well, of course, this year you have a big senior class. I had 3 seniors, quality seniors that graduated from last year's team. So how has this group gelled together through the summer and through the early season so far?
I think good. The 2 newcomers with Jordy McCarty and Lily Pavey haven't been here for 2 years. Lily for 3, and those are kids that kind of came up in the program and then went and did other things and came back. But the seniors that have been here, with Katie and Reese and Beach and Paisley, they just, they've been engaged and they've been able to take care of those younger classmen and bring them on in the summer. And, they're really good leaders and they've been really good for our program.
Well, and Reese, I saw, had signed right before the season started with Anderson University and getting her chance to now play at the college level. And good to get that out of the way early and eliminate a distraction there of sorts.
Yeah, I left off Megan Logan, too, in that senior thing. There's 7 names. It's kind of hard to rattle off all 7 on the spot. But, it is good for Reese. Reese, I always tell people, she tore her ACL as a sophomore right after the scrimmage. And it's one of the worst things I've had as a coach, happen to a player. And Reese never missed a practice unless it was for a physical therapy appointment, and never missed a game. And she was always on the bench. And, you just love to see kids that work hard like that successful. And she's successful in the classroom, on the court. And she's just a great kid to have represent your program.
No doubt. And, of course, you do have some younger girls who got a little bit of time at the varsity level. Kyra Lathan is one who comes to mind. And so what have you seen from their development from last season to now?
Yeah, 2 years ago, Kyra started pretty much every game. And then, last year with Murph coming back, she kind of, didn't get to start. And, Murph took a lot of those minutes from her. But Kyra's just an extremely hard worker. She's worked on her shot quite a bit. And, she didn't really shoot in that Lanesville game very much. We'd like for her to be a little bit more offensive tonight, hopefully, and get to the rim and get some shots up when she has the chance. And then you have, Sophia, another underclassman who came on strong last year in the sectional, and really towards the end of the season. Those two can hopefully play some lockdown defense. They're very athletic, very aggressive kids, and I've tried to play a couple possessions against them in practice, and it's not fun. So, I'm glad that they're with us, and I'm glad hopefully they can come out here and do it on the floor tonight.
Well, like you guys have already had your scrimmage with Perry Central, and then you got the season started with Lanesville on Tuesday night on the road, and looked like it was a little bit of a rocky start, but you had a nice 12-0 run there in the second quarter, created some separation. So how much of a difference did that make for you all?
That was good. We came out, we just made a lot of just silly turnovers. It was one of those where we didn't really look before we passed, and we passed to the wrong team. And I sometimes thought we were in white jerseys, but, it's something that hopefully we learn from, and we try to, get a little bit better. I think that night's going to help us for tonight because, Lanesville played a 1-3-1, and Brownstown's going to play a, 1-3-1 or 1-1-3. So I think that makes a big difference with what we want to do, and just getting ball and getting it moving a little bit more effectively than we did the other night.
It looked like the second quarter was where you guys really broke away and were able to pull away from Lanesville. It seemed like it was a complementary style where the defense was able to force turnovers, and then the offense was able to get into a rhythm in the full court and the half court.
Yeah, that first quarter, we made some turnovers and missed some bunnies, and then, the second quarter we hit a couple shots, and you know how it goes. Anytime you hit some shots, you get some confidence. And, we talk about confidence this summer, I think. But 2 games we played against Brownstown was like 24-22 games, 26-22. So, that's a little bit different there. But, hopefully, that confidence comes a little bit earlier tonight. And, we don't wait till the second quarter.
Well, it's an early season conference matchup against one of the more experienced teams in the league this year with Brownstown. You got the likes of Sophie Wishmeyer, Haley Hobson, and then you also have their point guard as well, Harley Toby, stepping in as well. So they got a lot of experience. What stands out to you about the Lady Braves?
They're really, really good. They've been very successful, not just during the season, but in the postseason for a long time. Coach Allman is probably one of the best coaches in the state whenever you look at, how he does things and how he runs his program. And, they have kids that have been here now for 4 years that are going to come out here and play. And they do a really, really good job making you beat them when they're on defense. And they do a really good job making you play defense and making you play defense away from the ball. I told the kids it's probably one of the best off-the-ball cut teams you're going to play the entire season. So it's a good challenge early on, and hopefully it's something that we can recognize and answer those cuts.
Well, and as far as the girls for the Lady Panthers go coming into tonight, everybody available and ready to roll here at home in the home opener?
Yeah, I think so. It seems like we've had a pretty good week since the Lanesville game, trying to knock out a few things, and it should be exciting kind of getting back in the flow. And And let's get another game. We got a game tonight, got a game Tuesday, got 3 next weekend, got a game the following Tuesday. So we're going to try to learn while doing this week, next week.
No doubt. Coach Conrad, thank you so much for taking the time for the talk. You and the Lady Panthers have a good game here tonight at home with Brownstown Central.
All right, thanks, Dave. We appreciate it.
All right, Josh Conrad joining us here in our Davis Crestone pregame show. Stay with us. We've got the starting lineups after the break. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Tonight's starting lineups, and we begin with the Brownstown Central Lady Braves here tonight in their opener. They averaged 47.8 points a game last year, gave up 34.7 on average, preseason number 6 in Class 2A. They were 22-6 a year ago, and this is the lineup they will go with tonight. They will start Harley Topi at point guard, 5'2" and a senior. In the backcourt with her will be Haley Hobson, who is 5'9" and a senior. The 3 forwards for Brownstown tonight will be Jada Miller, 5'6" and a senior. Sophie Wishmeyer, who was the leading scorer a year ago, 5'9" and a senior. And the third forward is Claire Brock at 6 foot and a junior for the Lady Braves. Their head coach, Brandon Allman, is in his 7th season as the head coach of this Brownstown girls basketball program. They have won sectional every single year he has been in charge of the program. And for the Corydon Central Lady Panthers, 14th in Class 3A, 1-0 after the win over Lanesville on Tuesday night on the road. They will start Paisley Teeter at point guard tonight. Paisley is a 5'3" senior at 6 points in the opener. Kyra Lathan joins her in the backcourt. Kyra, 4 rebounds and 4 assists, the 5'6" junior. Reese Withers will be the third guard, the senior, who is, if I can find the height there somewhere, 5'7" and a senior. She had 13 points in the debut on Tuesday night. In the front court, it'll be Sophia Bullitt, the sophomore, who stands at 5'8". She had 6 points and 6 rebounds in the opener, and then Katie Eve will be the other forward. Katie is a senior standing at 5'9", and she had 2 points and 6 rebounds on Tuesday night. Lady Braves win the tip. They will be going from right to left here to start things off. New court here at Corydon Central. New jerseys for the Lady Panthers. We'll get to that momentarily. Brownstown playing in the road black uniforms tonight. Gray letters and numbers. The numbers are trimmed in red. They've got Brownstown and the gray letters over the top of the number, arced above that on the front of the uniform, Central below the number, gray around the shoulders and the collar and around the waist, and the speckled red, white, and black on the side of the jerseys with the Bravehead logo on the back of the jersey above the number. Lady Braves control. Harley Topi is handling it out front. She gives it up to Sophie Wishmeyer on the right wing. Wishmeyer takes it up toward the volleyball spike line, gives it right back to Topi again. 7:16, first quarter rolling by here at Corydon Central, here inside the Panther Dome in this Mid-Southern Conference matchup. We are scoreless on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. That almost changed. Haley Hobson flashed into the post, going from right side to left side of the lane, and she draws contact and an early foul on Katie Eve of Corydon Central. Got her across the arm. The foul on Katie will be her first and the team's first of the night with 7:07 to go here in the opening quarter. To the line, Haley Hobson, first free throw up. It rims around the front, falls off the back and out. One more shot coming for the 5'9" senior for the Lady Braves, one of the veterans on this Brownstown team. Second free throw is on the way. She knocks that in. Hobson gets the first point of the season for Brownstown Central. They're up 1-0 as we get into the first minute of this game. Lady Braves showing 1-3-1 zone in the half court, as Coach Conrad said. Lathan got it right side to Teeter on the left now. Top of the key to Withers. Back left side to Lathan. Inside to Sophia Bullitt. Down low, goes up, gets hit. Shot hit the bottom of the rim as she was going up, and the sophomore will go to the line for 2 shots. She draws the foul on Claire Brock of Brownstown Central. That'll be the first on Brock, and that'll be the team's first as well. Free throw on the way, and Bullitt knocks that one down on her first attempt. Lady Panthers did not get to the line very much on Tuesday night in their 47-22 win over Lanesville. Get to the jersey here in just a moment because it's new this year. Second free throw front, back rim, and falls in. First lead change of the night for the Lady Panthers, and they've taken the early 2-1 lead on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 6:47 left here in the first quarter. Hobson with it, takes it to the right elbow, stopped, and the foot slid just a little bit, enough for the travel to be called there, and the Lady Panthers will get it off the turnover.
That pivot foot set it all. Started to slide.
I'm not sure if Haley Hobson's part of the volleyball team, but you could understand why that might happen to her in the first series.
This early.
They literally just started practicing this week, so they've only got about 5 practices. Eve gets it at the right elbow or left elbow, misses the jumper short off the side rim. Rebound down to Brock. She threw it to Bullitt, who was on the baseline, standing out of bounds. And so with that, the Lady Braves will get it back on the turnover there against the Lady Panthers. First field goal attempt, a no-go for the Lady Panthers. Here is Topi with it, brings it across midcourt, gives it up right wing to Sophie Wishmeyer. She'll take it down to the baseline, stops, turns around, has the ball knocked loose. Withers got a piece of it. Now it's back up the sideline to Topi, who's at the right wing extended. Topi takes it back near the half-court circle now. Does get it into the front of the Panther head mouth. Baselines are different. The court is different. It's a two-tone court inside the arc, a little darker than it is outside the arc, and the lanes match the rest of the floor as well with the Mid-Southern Conference logo below the free throw, or above the free throw line. Well, actually it'd be technically below the free throw line on both sides. Wishmeyer has it up top, drives it right side, takes it to the block, had it poked loose, and Reese Withers gets the steal. Out at open floor, Reese doesn't have numbers, pulls up for the jumper, missed the 17-footer from the top of the arc. Rebound fought for, and Brock is able to come away with it for Brownstown Central. Gets it to Topi. She gets it ahead now, takes it right baseline, wraparound pass that goes to Wishmeyer left wing, corner down, and a shot good. And that is Jada Miller who knocks that one in. Wishmeyer to Miller for the 3, and that makes it now a 4-2 Brownstown lead, second lead change of the night. 5:13 to go first quarter. On the other end, Withers gets into a double team, and a foul on the wrist will be called here on Brownstown. This foul will be whistled on Sophie Wishmeyer. That'll be the first on Wishmeyer, the senior. That'll be the team's second here in the first quarter with 5:12 to go in the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Withers looking to inbound, gives it to Eve right wing, right back to Reese, just below the volleyball line. Lobs it over to Lathan, left side, high post to Eve. Up top to Withers, right wing 3, side off the rim there, and then Teeter trying to save the rebound, but can't. It goes out of bounds, and it will go over to Brownstown Central, so that'll be a dead ball rebound to the Braves. The Lady Braves have it with 5:02 to go here in the first quarter. The Lady Panthers tonight, new uniforms, white uniforms, black letters and numbers, Corydon and medium block letters across the front of the jersey above the number. They've got the black around the waistband. Panthers, that goes from the bottom to the top of the shorts, a drive, and Topi takes it in for the layup on the right side. Coast to coast on that, breaking the press, 6-2. Lady Panthers have old gold trim around the collars and the shoulders. They have the Panther head logo on the bottom of the right side of the shorts. Panthers goes up on the right side and down on the left side in the black lettering. Eve gets it right baseline. Lathan finds her. The air ball. Bullitt, weak side rebound. She misses the putback. Rebound tipped around, and Jada Miller comes down with it this time for the Lady Braves. Lady Panthers start 0 for 5 shooting tonight. Topi gets it to Wishmeyer left side, out to the corner. There's Hobson, takes it across the lane, out to the right corner now. Here's a drive. Brock gets in there, gets hit across the arm, and Katie Eve got beat on that one and had to try to do what she could to stop Brock. Unfortunately, it results in a foul, and that's 2 quick ones now on Katie Eve. That'll be the team's second in the quarter with 4:15 to go. And back to the line is Haley Hobson, 1 of 2, her last trip. First one on the way, buries that for her second point. Brownstown stretches the advantage out to 7-2 now. Substitution for the Lady Panthers, Jordan McCarty will come in for the first time. She didn't play last year. She's listed at 6'1". I'd say 5'10" at best, quite honestly. But she's out there now, and the second free throw, Hobson hits it off the back of the rim. Bullitt gets in to rebound it left side of the paint. There's no way she is 6'1". She'd be looking she'd be towering over Grant Lindemann if she were that tall. But that's
pretty tall.
But what else is new on a roster, though? Yeah. Especially in basketball season. Yeah, that's nothing new. Teeter with it. Pressure applied. The Lady Braves really affecting Corydon Central so far as Teeter gets it left side from Lathan on the right. Top of the key, Withers receives the pass now. Goes to Kyra now on the right wing. Throws a pass deflected, and Brock gets the steal off the Hobson deflection. Gives it to Topi. Throws it right to left into the front court. Wishmeyer drives it into the paint. Goes up, draws contact, and she will go to the line for 2 shots. Sophie Wishmeyer, one of the most experienced players. She was a starter on their state runner-up team 2 seasons ago and was one of the leading scorers a year ago for the Lady Braves. She'll step to the line. The foul is on Jordan McCarty. That'll be her first. Jordan did not play last season, or at least started the season with the team. Wishmeyer's first free throw hits the front rim, falls off the right side. Substitution for Brownstown Central, Ayla Belding, a 5'9 junior, a transfer from Jennings County, checking in, replacing Jada Miller. But McCarty returning to the team after starting the season with the team last year. Ended up not finishing the season, left the team early on, but is back this year and definitely a needed presence and some added depth, especially to the front court for Corydon Central. Wishmeyer got the second free throw to bounce in off the back. It's 8-2 now. Teeter, 3 left wing, halfway down, spun out, and the rebound to Brock on the right side of the basket. Lady Panthers trying to buy a basket. Can't do that. Hobson gets loose on the other end. She lays it in left side. That prompts a timeout from the Corydon Central bench. 3:12 to go in the first quarter. It's 10-2. Brownstown Central in front. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat low-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
3 minutes and 12 seconds left here in the first quarter of play here at Corydon Central. Here inside the Panther Dome tonight. New court here at Corydon Central as the Lady Panthers are down 10-2 on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. 3:12 remaining here in the opening quarter, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Glad to have you with us for our girls basketball debut tonight here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online, WKLO969.com, on your Alexa device, and on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9. A good crowd out tonight for this contest and a lovely Saturday evening. The rain going to be coming in later tonight, and going to notice a big change in temperature and in conditions all the way around. Lady Panthers get into the front court. Lathan to Withers on the right side. Back out to Lathan. Now Teeter has it left side below the timeline. To Withers on the left side. Takes it to the block. Skips it out to Lathan right wing. Straight away to Teeter right at the top of the key. Paisley drives in. Throws up a runner. Got that to go. First field goal of the night for the Lady Panthers after starting the contest going 0 for 6. Got the lead down to 6 at 10-4. Lady Braves have it. Hunter Trueblood gets it left side. She came in during the break down to Brock. Missed the layup. Rebound to the Lady Panthers. I think Withers might have gotten that. Up ahead to Teeter left side. Teeter to Withers between the wing and the corner on the left side. Out to Lathan, half-court circle. Over to Paisley on the right. Back left side to Lathan above the spike line. Down to the corner. Withers with it. She'll drive baseline. Stop. Reese gets into a double team. Pitches it back out to Lathan left side. Right over to the right side to Teeter. Back left side to Kyra Lathan. Into the corner, Withers throws a head fake, drives into the teeth of the defense, gives it to McCarty, who lost it, gets to the floor after it, gets it out to Lathan, straight away to Teeter again. Jab steps right, now takes it left, bounces to Withers above the corner, back out half-court circle to Lathan. Lathan drives it right, goes left wing to Teeter. Double team comes. Brownstown playing a very active 2-3 zone right now. Might be considered a 1-1-3 like Coach Conrad said. Teeter gets it, drives it left side, draws contact, and not a hard foul, but a foul called nevertheless on the Lady Braves. And this will lead to Paisley Teeter stepping to the line for 2 shots. Foul is on Claire Brock of Brownstown Central. And the 6-foot junior picks up her second. That's now 3 on the Lady Braves here in this first quarter.
Paisley did a great job of splitting the defense there to go to the bucket.
They really need her scoring this year.
Yes.
She had 18 points in the opener at Lanesville on Tuesday night. as Brock will come out along with Haley Hobson for the Lady Braves. Sophie Wishmeyer back in there along with Jada Miller. Second free throw is good for Teeter. She's got 4. The lead is now 10-6 Brownstown Central, 140 and counting here in the first quarter. Lady Braves also have Ayla Belding out there as well as Hunter Trueblood, a 5'4 senior. They got them with Miller as well as Topi and Wishmeyer. As Thompson gets it left wing, her 3 won't go off the left side of the rim from the left wing. Weak side rebound to Reese Withers. Back the other way, a drive and a deflection. Ball gets caromed out of bounds, and it will end up staying with Corydon Central. The baselines are black now. Actually have the black baselines with the white letters, Corydon Central and block letters now. So a different look there. Mentioned the two-tone. The Panther head is still out at midcourt. And even with the new surface out there, Withers got the inbound to Sophia Bullitt. Back to Withers up top. She's out there with Paisley Teeter. Megan Logan, the senior, is in there right now at 5'5" and a forward. And then Caden Beecham is also out there at 5'9" and a senior. Bullitt has it on the right wing as they work it around to Withers. Corner 3, got it with just under a minute to go. Nice assist there. The Lady Panthers have trimmed the lead from 8 down to 1. With 50 seconds to go here in this first quarter of play here on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Thompson gets it in the front court left side, dribbled up to the top, stopped to fake a pass, but her feet kept moving, and she ends up with the travel and the turnover back to Corydon Central. The turnover, Lady Panthers down by a point, less than 40 seconds to go, 37 seconds now. Teeter gets it right side into the front court, left side to Beecham, high post to Withers. She turns, has it knocked loose. Bullitt gets it short corner left side, drives it into the paint. Ball got knocked loose. Bullitt tried to get it back, threw a pass deflected. Sophie Wishmeyer has it out in the open, gets it ahead to Ayla Belding. And she tried to wrap it around from the left side to the right side of the lane to Wishmeyer, but the ball got away from everybody out of bounds, and the turnover gives it back to the Lady Panthers. Belding trying to be a little too unselfish. Probably should have taken that to the basket, but everybody for Brownstown still getting acclimated to basketball season. Kyra Lathan back in, replacing the sophomore Sophia Bullitt. 20.2 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It'll be Logan, Beecham, Lathan, as well as Withers and Teeter on the floor for the Lady Panthers. For the Lady Braves, it'll be Hunter Trueblood, as well as Ayla Belding, Harley Topi, Jada Miller, and Sophie Wishmeyer. Teeter, token pressure with Thompson, brings it across the midcourt stripe left side. Bounce it to the sideline to Lathan, straight away to Withers between the circles. Left side to Teeter, fakes, pulls up, fires the shot with 4 seconds. It hits the back of the rim short. Wishmeyer gets the rebound. Actually, it was long. And Wishmeyer gets fouled on the rebound after that, and that foul will go on Caden Beecham for the bump there. That'll be her first, team's fourth. 1.2 seconds to go here in the opening quarter at Corydon Central. The inbound will come in. Wishmeyer to Topi, full court, not even going to be close, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. On the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, Lady Panthers trailing 10-9 against Brownstown Central. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Morgan's Auto Salvage has been serving the community for many years and have been in the car business since 1984. Morgan's Auto Salvage has late model car, truck, and now carrying semi-truck parts. Can't find a part? With Nationwide Locator, you can find any part you need for your car, truck, or semi. Located on North State Road 37 in Paoli, Indiana. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Check out their Facebook page at Morgan's Auto Salvage. For questions, call 812-723-2121. Let Morgan's Auto Salvage experience go to work for you.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. If you need to borrow money for a home loan, car loan, even loans for boats, RVs, you name it, First Harrison Bank will get you competitive rates with fast, local decisions. Apply online at firstharrison.com. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Second quarter getting started here inside the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School. Thank you for joining us tonight, along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton. I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play as Corydon Central has it out of the quarter break. It is Sophia Bullitt to Paisley Teeter, right wing to the top, into the left corner. Reese Withers lines up a three and knocks that in for her 6 point. Reese has all 6 of her points on a pair of trays, and the Lady Panthers have the lead back for the first time since it was 2-1. 12-10 the score, 7.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Harley Topi with it for Brownstown in the forecourt right side. Gives it up to the wing now extended, and that's Ayla Belding with it. They work it inside to Wishmeyer, and Sophie Wishmeyer gets the layup from the right side of the basket. Her first field goal, her 3rd point. First time tonight, we're tied at 12. And we are just 45 seconds into the second quarter. Bullitt has it up top. There's the pass down low to McCarty. Turns in the lane through contact. Got the basket plus the foul. And it'll be a foul on Harley Topi, who got caught in a mismatch down low. Topi will be called for her first personal foul of the night. The veteran point guard will also pick up the team's first here in the second quarter. And Jordan McCarty, missed watching her last year. She was really a lot of fun to watch. Her sophomore year continued to get better, and she gets her first points of the night on that basket with the and one, and the free throw up too strong off the back of the rim. And Sophia Bullitt's going to get called for the rebound foul against Sophie Wishmeyer. A lot of contact there. Sophia was out of position. Wishmeyer did a good job blocking her out. The foul on Bullitt will be her first, team's first of the quarter. Even though McCarty missed the free throw, still good to see her get that basket and get herself on the board here in the second quarter.
She got after it and powered it back up.
Wishmeyer with it in the forecourt for Brownstown between the circles to Topi left side. She'll take it over to the right side now, keeps that dribble alive, goes to Ayla Belding on the right wing extended, back to the circle to Topi at the half court. Left side to Wishmeyer, skip to Topi right wing. She'll back it out now, and she'll give it to Haley Hobson, who checked in during the quarter break left side. Back to the right to Topi after dribbling up top. Topi looking for Wishmeyer high post, not there. Jada Miller is also out there for Brownstown Central. Teeter, Withers, Bullitt, as well as Lathan and McCarty for the Lady Panthers. It is Hobson getting the bounce pass from Topi, top of the key left side, back to Topi on the right as she dribbled it back toward her to Wishmeyer high post. Nice pass down low to Miller, and she'll lay it up and in from the right side. Miller got an early three. She has the 2 points there to give her 5. And now we're tied at 14 as we approach 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. Front court, Lady Panthers. Bullitt to the left elbow to McCarty. A flop down low. McCarty able to get the layup with Harley Topi. And Topi got caught under her that time, and McCarty got the layup on the left side. She just flat out bumped into Topi, who did not sell the flop very well there. And now a bad pass on the inbound. Wishmeyer trying to throw it up the sideline right below us. Jada Miller, the intended target, but as we'd say in football, incomplete. But this is a turnover in basketball, so the Lady Panthers will get it under their own rim. From the end of Central, right baseline, inbound lob to Withers, just next to the right elbow, out to Teeter. 3 right wing won't go. Rebound tipped around, and Harley Topi is the one who collects it for the Lady Braves. Topi lets everybody go by, pushes it ahead to Miller left corner, up to the wing to Wishmeyer for a 3. Missed it short off the side of the rim. Rebound run down by Belding, and Belding draws some contact on Reese Withers that time. And the foul on Reese is going to be her first. That'll be the team's second here in the second quarter. So the Lady Braves not able to get that shot. Wishmeyer was open, just couldn't connect on that one. 5:36 to go second quarter. Inbound comes from Topi to Wishmeyer left side of the lane. She's traveled with it already, and finally the official calls it. There was contact there, but not enough to warrant a foul.
Oh.
And Sophie Wishmeyer, who I would presume rarely turns it over, has a miscue there. 5.5 minutes to go second quarter. The only reason I say that is because I don't know what the stats were last year, but Brownstown, I would guess, probably took good care of the basketball most of the year.
I would say so.
Didn't get to 22-6 by accident. Well, there's a pass. Teeter gets hung up on the left sideline, tried to bounce it to Withers down there next to the wing, but Jada Miller stepped in and stepped out of bounds trying to steal it. It'll stay with the Lady Panthers. Avoiding the turnover, Withers gets it to McCarty left corner, out to Withers left wing extended, lobs a pass top of the key to Lathan. She'll take it right side of the lane. Nice bounce pass down low to Bullitt. She gets her shot blocked, and Miller and Lathan fighting for it below the basket, and it goes off of Miller last. So it'll end up staying with the Lady Panthers. Between the D and the O of Corydon left baseline, Withers inbounds. 5:10 to go second quarter. 2-point game on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Lady Panthers up 16-14. Withers gets a 3 left corner. Can't get that to go off the rim. Rebound, Lathan underneath. Wow. Goes back up and gets it to roll in off the back of the rim from the right side. And the lead is now 4 at 18-14.
Nice rebound.
Under 5 minutes to go here in the second. Topi walks it up the floor right side to Belding along the right sideline. Wing extended. Back to Topi just below the half-court circle. Still on the right side. Goes high post to Miller, right elbow. Down low left side, Wishmeyer. And Jordan McCarty didn't really need to do that. She just needed to stand straight up. But she bumped Wishmeyer when she turned around and shot it. And Sophie Wishmeyer will go to the line for 2 shots. That'll be the second on McCarty. Eve and McCarty both have 2 fouls now. That'll be the team's third of the quarter. 4:41 to go second quarter. We're getting used to the quarter fouls now as Wishmeyer's first free throw hits the front rim, bounces off the back twice and rolls in. She now has 4 points on the night. She's now 2 out of 3 at the line. Trims the lead back to 3. McCarty has to come out. Megan Logan, the 5'5 senior, back in. The Lady Braves, meanwhile, make a substitution as Wishmeyer buries the second. They go back to Claire Brock out there, and she replaces... Let's see who was she replaced out there. Might have been Hobson. Topi intercepting a pass from Lathan at the right baseline. Lathan was at the top of the arc. There goes Topi, coast to coast left side, lays it in. Went around Lathan, who actually got back to try to slow her down, but it wasn't enough. And the Lady Braves have tied the game at 18. Third tie of the night, all here in the second quarter. Logan gets it left wing. Goes up top with it to Lathan, to Teeter. Baseline jumper from 12 feet. Bounces off the side of the rim twice. Brock is able to come down with the rebound for Brownstown. And up ahead with it now is Haley Hobson. She drives it from the right wing down to the lane. Turns, kicks it back out to Belding on the right wing. Down to Wishmeyer, left baseline. Goes up with the shot. Missed it off the back rim to the right side. Withers gets the rebound. Reese brings it up the left side, pulls up for a 3, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound fought for. Wishmeyer wins that battle with Sophia Bullitt down in the paint, right in front of the rim. Wishmeyer pushes ahead to Topi left side, takes it inside the arc, backs it out now. Double team floating around there, and now Topi bounces it right side to Haley Hobson. Back to the left side now. It's Topi with it. Harley Topi looking down low for Claire Brock, but she'll line up the 3 instead, and that one rims in for Harley Topi. She's got 7. Brownstown all of a sudden back in front, 21-18 with 3:12 and counting here in the second quarter. Lady Braves have scored 7 unanswered. Withers has it between the circles in the front court. Drives it, kicks it to Teeter. Left corner 3. Tie it back up again. Paisley Teeter's first tray of the night on her third attempt. She's got 7. And we're tied at 21, 2:55 and counting here in the second quarter on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Topi to the front court to Belding right side, down to the post to Wishmeyer. Step through in the lane, can't get the shot to go. Tie up between Withers and Brock under the basket. And the possession will end up staying with Brownstown on the jump ball. Caden Beecham will check in for Sophia Bullitt for Corydon Central. Meanwhile, Brownstown Central takes Wishmeyer and Belding out of the contest. In there is Hunter Trueblood, that is, a 5'4" and a senior. And also see the return of, I think it was Miller new player in the game, Brinley Baker at 5'7" and a junior. Timeout on the floor, 2:44 to go second quarter, 21-21 the score. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
2:44 to go second quarter here at the Panther Dome in Corydon. We're tied at 21, and Brownstown Central out of their timeout has the ball. Lob pass inside to Brock. She goes up with it, gets the basket to go in off the glass. Nice pass off the inbound. Hunter Trueblood finding her in the lane from the left baseline. And the foul will be whistled on the Lady Panthers' Megan Logan. That'll be her first, team's 4th of the quarter. One shot for Claire Brock, who had not scored until that basket. All 5 starters have now gotten themselves in the scoring column for the Lady Braves. Free throw for Brock. She knocks that in. She's the tallest player on the team, 6 foot and a junior. She's got 3 points. The lead is out to 3 again at 24-21. Brock checks out, and in for her, Jada Miller joining a lineup of Harley Topi, Hunter Trueblood, as well as Brinley Baker and Haley Hobson, that is. And Teeter shooting a 3 right wing deep, and it kind of bounced by everybody. Brownstown tried to get it. Haley Hobson couldn't gather it in. It goes out of bounds into the Lady Brave bench. Corydon Central will get it back. Teeter now 1 of 4 from long range. Withers, the inbounder, gives it to Lathan between the circles. Right side to Withers. Reese takes it up top. Slides it over to Lathan left side. She'll take it up top, hand it behind her to Withers. Reese takes it left side. Pitches it to Megan Logan in the left corner. Takes it up to the wing. That's a kick ball. And Topi able to get her foot on it before it could reach Paisley Teeter. Lady Panthers will get it on the other side of the floor, their left side, on the reset with 2:16 to go in the second. 24-21, Brownstown Central in front. Inbound to Lathan, back to Withers, deep 3 left side, off the back of the rim, too strong. And Harley Topi gathers the long rebound at the left side perimeter. Topi works it ahead, right side to Brinley Baker. The corner to Miller, back to Baker down low. She walked with it way before contact occurred. She got her feet twisted, and they're going to call the foul on the Lady Panthers. And that foul will be on Reese Withers. That'll be the second on Reese, unfortunately, and that'll be the team's 5th of the quarter. So you got Jordan McCarty, Katie Eve, and Reese Withers, all who have 2 fouls for this Lady Panther team. First free throw off the back of the rim for Brinley Baker. She'll have 1 more shot momentarily. Lady Braves were 3 of 6 from the line in the first quarter, and now 3 of 4 here in the second quarter. Second free throw, Baker gets that to go in. She's got her first point. Lead is out to 4 at 25-21. Lady Braves have been up by as much as 8 tonight. Lady Panthers been limited with their lead. Withers drives it right side, throws a pass deflected, and Hobson gets the steal. Now it is Topi with it, drives it down to the lane, kicks it out to Miller on the right wing, throws a pass, Teeter deflects it. Teeter is 1-on-2, driving the other way, goes left side into Hobson, missed the layup, rebound Beecham trying to get it, but she drew contact as she was trying to go back up with it. But I think they're going to call this on the floor. Ultimately, the foul will be whistled here on Hunter Thompson. That'll be Hunter Trueblood. I have written this Thompson. I'm thinking of the writer, Hunter Thompson, for whatever ridiculous reason. It's Trueblood. I apologize for that. That'll be the first foul on first foul on Hunter Trueblood, second on the team here in the second quarter. Withers will inbound with 1:32 to go in the second. 25-21 Brownstown. Withers to Lathan, left wing down to the corner. Withers 3 is short off the side of the rim. The rebound to Haley Hobson. She lets everybody just go right on by and gives it up to Harley Topi, who has it into the front court now at the nose of the Panther head. Dishes it to Hobson on the left side. Hobson jab steps, takes it up top, goes to Miller between the circles, to Topi on the right wing. Topi looking, goes down low, throws it for Wishmeyer, who checked in during the break. Wishmeyer tried to save it along the left baseline, but her foot was out of bounds as she tried to save it. The Lady Braves give it up to the Lady Panthers with 1:03 to go here in the first half. 25-21, Brownstown Central on the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. What you would expect early season, a lot of turnovers here early on. Withers with it, left side, down to the baseline to Lathan, back out to Withers, left wing, kicks it over to Teeter, right side. Nice jab step, gets inside, but lost the ball in traffic, and Harley Topi is able to grab it for Brownstown. 43 seconds and counting. Topi up the left side into their front court. Takes it to the half-court circle, pitches it over to Baker on the left wing, goes down to the corner. Hobson's 3 misses everything. Rebound fought for underneath, and the tie-up between Lathan and Baker. And that jump ball should go to the Lady Panthers. The arrow's wrong, but it should be Lady Panther basketball because Brownstown got it on the last jump ball. Baker checks out, and checking in for her is, trying to see, I think it's, that would be Ayla Belding, who comes in, 5'9" and a junior. So she joins the lineup with Topi, Miller, Wishmeyer, and Hobson. Lady Panthers have it with 20 seconds to go in the half. Lathan with it right side, half-court circle to Teeter, over to Withers now on the left side, right next to the spike line. Back out to the half-court circle to Teeter. 10 seconds to go. Back to Withers again. Withers to Teeter. Right side to Lathan. Now 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Doesn't look like they're on the same page. Lathan trying to go to Teeter in the corner, but Sophie Wishmeyer was there. Deflects it out of bounds into the right corner, and it'll be a reset with 3.4 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Withers will be the trigger of the inbound here. Reese throwing it, gives it to Lathan, right back to Withers. Long three right side, hits the front of the rim, no good, and that'll do it for the first half here at the Panther Dome in Corydon. Through 2 quarters, it's been a back-and-forth game so far, but Brownstown Central has the edge going into the halftime break as the Lady Braves are leading the Corydon Central Lady Panthers 25-21. Coming up at halftime, we'll have first-half stats. We'll also take a look, if we can, at other games happening around the area tonight, so don't miss that coming up on our halftime report here from the Panther Dome in Corydon, where the Corydon Central Lady Panthers are trailing Brownstown Central 25-21 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter. Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
Hello, I'm Dr. Travis Hare, Chancellor at Ivy Tech Community College in Sellersburg. Over 40% of today's workforce is learning new skills or advancing their careers to keep up with a changing job market. At Ivy Tech, we offer flexible 8-week sessions and over 70 programs tailored to Indiana's growing industries, helping you stay ahead. With 55% of students receiving financial aid, Ivy Tech makes education affordable and accessible. Don't wait. Visit ivytech.edu/Sellersburg and let's start crafting your perfect plan. Remember, you belong here.
Youth Basketball League getting a chance to get out there and take the floor here at halftime, playing a little bit of a scrimmage here as the fans get to watch on here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. A lovely Saturday evening, 53 degrees is the temperature at our WKLO studio as we open our girls basketball season tonight here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com. You can also find us on your Alexa device. All you have to do is say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. You can also now find us on YouTube. We are streaming our audio broadcasts on there as well. The channel is WKLO 96.9 on YouTube if you want to listen to us on that in that medium as well. So far, it's been a good matchup. It's been back and forth, 4 ties and 3 lead changes here in this opening half of play. The Brownstown Central Lady Braves have the lead, 25-21 at halftime. They've led by as much as 8 in the first half of play. The Lady Panthers got out in front thanks to a pair of Sophia Bullitt free throws, 2-1, after the Lady Braves, Haley Hobson, split the first 2 free throws of the contest. But then Brownstown scored 9 unanswered to get the lead to 8. The Lady Panthers were able to trim that lead to 1 by the end of the first quarter. And from that point on, it just kind of went back and forth. Neither team got a lead bigger than 3 or 4 for the rest of the half. And Brownstown Central getting the lead. The ties, by the way, coming at 12, 14, 17, and 21. The Lady Braves scored the last 4 points of the first half. And they have the advantage on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard by a tally of 25-21. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play story. And what has been a fairly mild day as far as the girls basketball scene is concerned. But if you are an Indiana fan, right now the football team just about gave everybody an aneurysm and a heart attack wrapped into one earlier. They had to survive on the road at Penn State this afternoon, 27-24. Fernando Mendoza throwing the epic touchdown pass to Omar Cooper in the back of the end zone. And looking at the Twitter feed, everybody's talking about it. So understand the number 2 team in the country going on the road to Penn State, and they find a way to win at the end, 27-24, that touchdown coming with just 36 seconds to go in the final quarter of play. The Indiana defense held strong and held Penn State out of the end zone late in that game as well. But other than that, got a few girls basketball games going on around the area tonight as well. So before we get to that, let's get to the first half statistics here in Corydon, and we will begin with Brownstown Central. The Lady Braves, so far, pretty balanced effort. Not a big surprise there. That's kind of been their MO over the last couple seasons, especially. So far, leading the Lady Braves in scoring, Harley Topi, their point guard. She came out of that first half with 7 points to her credit. Topi had a basket in the first quarter, got a layup in the second quarter, and then buried a 3 from the left side. So Topi has 7 as she paces the Lady Braves so far in the first half. Meanwhile, Jada Miller with 5 points. She was able to knock down a 3-point shot in the first quarter and then got a 2 in the second. Sophie Wishmeyer has been able to make 3 free throws in the first half, 1 of 2 in the first quarter, 2 of 2 in the second. Wishmeyer also got a basket down low in the second quarter. She's got 5 points so far. Haley Hobson, a pair of free throws, 2 of 4 in that first quarter. She also got a basket late in the quarter. I believe that made it 10-2 at that juncture, and Hobson held scoreless in the second quarter, but she has 4 points so far in the first half for Brownstown Central. Claire Brock got a 3-point play the old-fashioned way, converted that in the second quarter. She has 3 points so far for the Lady Braves. And Brenley Baker coming off the bench with the only bench point in that first half, going 1 of 2 at the free throw line for 1 point for her Brownstown Central teammates, as the Lady Braves have the lead here in the first half. Meantime, others who got in but did not score, Hunter Thompson and Ayla Belding. Belding is a transfer from Jennings County. She moved over from North Vernon to play for the Lady Braves in the offseason. She is a 5'9" junior and will be playing in the backcourt quite a bit for the Lady Braves this season, adding a little more depth to a lineup that has quite a bit of experience coming into the season as well. Taking a look at the shooting numbers in the first half for Brownstown Central so far, the Lady Braves have, let's see here, 12-6. Okay. So thus far, they have been shooting the ball pretty well from the field. They were 3 of 6 in the first quarter and ended up 5 out of 9 in the second quarter. The Lady Braves end up going 8 of 15 shooting in the first half for 53%. Not bad for a team that's not been playing basketball for more than just 5 days so far in terms of having the entire team together. The Lady Braves are 2 out of 6 from behind the arc. Not a big 3-point shooting team. At least they haven't been in recent years. They're 33% from long range. Free throws were a struggle early on. They were 3 of 6 in the first quarter, but they bumped that to 4 of 5 in the second quarter. Brownstown Central goes 7 of 11 shooting from the free throw line, 64% in that first half. The Lady Panthers of Corydon Central, so far, it's been a pretty balanced effort from their vantage point as well. Paisley Teeter is the leading scorer thus far in the first half. Paisley ended up getting 7 points in the first 2 quarters for the Lady Panthers. She got 4 in the first quarter on a basket and 2 free throws. And Teeter also contributing with a 3-point basket that she knocked down there in the second quarter as well. So Teeter so far leading the way with 7 points. Reese Withers got a 3 there in the first quarter and then buried another one early in the second quarter. So Withers has 6, both on a pair of trays so far in the first half. As for the rest of the Lady Panthers in the first half scoring-wise, Jordan McCarty, 2 baskets, had a chance at a 3-point play there in the second quarter but could not convert on the free throw. McCarty then got another basket a couple of trips later, so she's got 4 points so far for this Lady Panther team. Meantime, the other 2 scorers are Kyra Lathan and Sophia Bullitt. Bullitt was able to contribute with 2 free throws there early on. That got the Lady Panthers on the board originally. So Bullitt's got 2. Kyra Lathan got a basket driving into traffic in the second quarter. She has 2 points to round out the scoring. Katie Eve, Megan Logan, and Kaden Beecham all saw some time in the first half. None of them were able to get any points on the board for the Lady Panthers. They struggled with their shooting in the first half. They got a lot of shots, but didn't convert many of them. 2 out of 9 in the first quarter, 5 out of 15 in the second quarter. In total, the Lady Panthers went 7 of 24 shooting in that first half for just 29% as a team. 3-point shooting was abundant, but not very accurate in that first half. The Lady Panthers were just 1 of 3 in the first quarter, but they were 2 out of 9 in the second quarter. Kind of fell in love with the 3-point shot. So they go 3 out of 12, making just 25% from behind the arc in that first half of play. Free throw shooting, 4 of 4 in the first quarter, 0 for 1 in the second quarter. The Lady Panthers are 4 out of 5 at the stripe so far, making 80%. It was 10-9 Brownstown Central at the end of the first quarter. The Lady Braves outscored Corydon Central 15-12 in that second quarter to get the lead at 25-21. As mentioned before, there were 4 ties and 3 lead changes in that first half of play. Looking at the additional numbers in the first half for the Lady Braves rebounding, they had 10 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound in that first half. And to this point, the leader in rebounding, it's a tie between Sophie Wishmeyer and Claire Brock. They both have 3 rebounds apiece. Harley Topi collected 2 rebounds in that first half. Haley Hobson had 1. Ayla Belding had 2 rebounds, and 1 was an offensive rebound in that first half for the Lady Braves. The Lady Panthers, though, struggled more on the glass. They had 6 total rebounds, 3 offensive and 3 defensive. Leading the way was Kyra Lathan. She had 3 rebounds. 2 of those were offensive rebounds. Reese Withers also leading the team in rebounding. She had 3 defensive rebounds in that first half of play. Sophia Bullitt had the other 2 rebounds, 1 offensive and 1 defensive. 2 rebounds for Bullitt in that first half. Turnovers, well, there have been quite a few of them here in this opener tonight for the home opener for Corydon Central and the opener for the season for Brownstown Central. The Lady Braves had 10 turnovers, 7 for the Lady Panthers. Both teams had 4 assists. The Lady Braves had their 4 assists on 8 made shots. Haley Hobson had 2. Hunter Trueblood and Sophie Wishmeyer both had 1 apiece. 4 assists on 7 made shots for Corydon Central. Sophia Bullitt dished out 3 of those dimes. Reese Withers had the other 1. So we're about ready to start the third quarter here at the Panther Dome. Lady Panthers down 25-21 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard to Brownstown Central. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Hi, I'm Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. It's never too late to level up your life. Whether you're changing careers or finishing your education, Prosser Adult Education offers affordable classes to help you earn workforce readiness, improve your skills, or train for a high-demand job. Visit prossercareers.com or call us at 812-542-8508 to get started. Prosser Adult Education. Your future, your move.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
A couple other scores from earlier today as we get set for the third quarter here at the Panther Dome. Class 4A number 5, Bloomington South, a winner over Gibson Southern this afternoon, 65-57. The Jasper Lady Wildcats prevailing at home over Boonville earlier today, 53-39. So just a couple other scores from around the area. Also, Carmel beat Evansville Central in overtime, 71-70, down at the Bear Den earlier today as well. Bar Reeve also winning the 2A volleyball state championship, beating Benton Central in 5 sets. Lady Panthers able to get a deflection, nearly forced a turnover. Kyra Lathan got tied up on the right wing, but it will be a turnover ultimately as the arrow points toward the Lady Panthers. Jada Miller was the one who went after it. Lady Braves in the road black uniforms, gray letters and numbers, the numbers trimmed in red with the gray trim around the collar and the shoulders. The Lady Panthers in the white uniforms, black letters and numbers, old gold trim and black trim on the jerseys as well. Lady Panthers going right to left here as Withers throws it to Eve, left elbow to right block, but Sophie Wishmeyer steps in to get the steal. Lady Panthers going right to left, Lady Braves left to right here in the second quarter at the Panther Dome. 45 seconds into the third quarter, Brownstown controls it. Haley Hobson has it on the left wing, takes it up top, lost her dribble, trying to find somebody open, gives it to Harley Topi, who comes to get it between the circles, throws it down low to Claire Brock, left block, out to the corner to Hobson, drives it toward the lane, out to Topi, left to the top of the key, hits the three. Harley Topi with the three-pointer, her 10th point of the night. She's the first player on either team to reach double digits. Brownstown Central has now scored 7 unanswered dating back to the second quarter. 28-21, 6:45 to go third quarter. First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Teeter gets it left side from Lathan, gives it up top to Withers, out right wing to Lathan. Took one dribble, lost it, throws the awkward pass. Teeter gets it between the circles. She'll take it toward the sideline, gets trapped, trying to get out of it. Somehow gets it to Lathan, down to Withers in the left corner, takes it to the block, bounces to Kyra. Her mid-range shot won't go. Rebound underneath. Sophie Wishmeyer able to gobble that one up and bring it the other way. Throws it ahead to Hobson, and she lays it in off the glass left side. Hobson's got 6. The lead is ballooned to 9. It's the biggest lead either team has had tonight as we come down to 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Teeter with it right side, lobs it to Lathan on the left wing. High post to Bullitt, takes it to the left block, has it knocked loose, gets it out top to Withers. Withers drives it right. Nice pass down low to Eve. Her shot blocked from behind, though. Brock was able to get a piece of it, and Withers, Bullitt going after the rebound underneath, and she draws some contact. Probably going to be the third foul on Claire Brock of Brownstown Central. It will be. That'll be, as mentioned, the third on Brock, and that's the first on the Lady Braves here in the third quarter. 5:52 to go third quarter from the Y of Corydon. The inbound lob from Withers to Eve at the free throw line. Back to Reese above the left corner. Takes it to the short corner. Behind her, gives it to Lathan. Down to the post to Eve, and she gets bumped from behind again. Harley Topi was there trying to help out Claire Brock, and Topi will be charged with the personal here. That'll be the second on Topi tonight, second on the Lady Braves here in the third quarter. 5:44 to go, third quarter of play here at the Panther Dome. Brownstown Central leading Corydon Central 30-21. Inbound to Lathan left wing, down to the corner to Withers, who triggered the inbound pass. Reese dribbles, has it knocked loose. Jada Miller gets the steal and gives it up to Harley Topi. Brownstown only practicing for a week. That experience starting to kick in here in the second half. Wishmeyer got it ahead, gave it back to Topi. She slides it between the circles. Left side to Wishmeyer, down low to Hobson. Turns into Eve, throws up the shot, won't go off the left side of the rim. Eve trying to grab the ball, but lost it out of bounds on the rebound attempt. The Lady Braves will hang on to it. Hobson's got 6 points. Topi's got 10 on the night. Jordan McCarty will check in for the Lady Panthers, replacing Sophia Bullitt. Going to try to add a little more size to slow down Brock down there in the block. Inbound left baseline between the D and the O of Corydon. Topi lobs it back to Hobson behind the volleyball line left side. Hand off to Topi. Circles, drives it right, throws it up. Got it with the contact and the foul. And the Lady Panthers starting to see this one slip away from them as Harley Topi gets her 12th point of the night and draws the contact on Katie Eve. The Lady Panthers senior forward will pick up her first, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter. Free throw on the way. Topi rims it in and out. Rebound left side goes to Eve. Lady Panthers offense has struggled, and it's starting to affect their defense a little bit now. Withers drives it, kicks it out to Lathan. Left corner three. Too strong off the back of the rim. Rebound fought for underneath. Eve and Wishmeyer get tangled up. Sophie Wishmeyer ends up winning that battle, and Katie Eve is going to pick up her fourth foul. Second on the team in the quarter. Eve has really not been a consequential figure tonight because of the foul trouble in the first half, and it's carried over into the second half. She's going to stay out there, though. Sophia Bullitt back in, replacing Kyra Lathan, who will get a chance to rest on the bench.
Trying to knock off a lot of rest tonight.
Brownstown hasn't played a game, let alone had a scrimmage. Corydon should be way ahead of them, and yet they're down by 11 right now.
Yeah.
Lady Braves have outplayed the Lady Panthers for the last going on quarter now. Wishmeyer driving it right side, forces up the tough shot, can't get it to go. Brock with the offensive rebound goes back up and sticks it in from the left side for her fifth point. 34-21, Brownstown Central. Withers trying to get her team going, drives it from the left corner, takes it to the lane, and draws contact on the shot attempt. The foul will be whistled on Jada Miller of the Lady Braves. That'll be her first and the team's third of the quarter. 2 shots coming up for Reese Withers, who has 6 points on the night. Her first trip to the free throw line. The Lady Panthers are 4 of 5 in the first half. First free throw is good. First time the Lady Panthers have scored for quite some time. First time in this quarter. It comes with 4:22 to go in the third quarter. Eve has to come out as Megan Logan checks in for the first time. Kyra Lathan is also in, replacing Jordan McCarty. Second free throw, Withers misses it long, but Logan is there to get the rebound left side. Gets it out to Reese in the corner, and Jada Miller is going to be called for a bump foul there. Some contact on that left baseline, and the foul on Miller will be her second. That'll be the team's fourth of the quarter with 4:18 to go here in the third quarter of play. Withers inbounding from the D of Corydon, left baseline, lobs it to Teeter between the circles. Paisley has not scored for quite a long time herself. Gets it into the post to Bullitt, double teamed out to Withers left wing. Pass got there a little slow, but Reese controls it now, settles it, takes it around top of the key. Now splits defenders. Gets it out to Logan on the left wing. Megan down to the corner to Withers again. Sets the screen. Reese goes up to the left wing, lost her dribble. Throws a pass, almost taken away, but Teeter meets the pass and gets it left side volleyball line. Lobs it to the right side to Lathan. Down to the perimeter. Withers with it. Takes it on Wishmeyer. Got it knocked loose. Withers goes down kind of awkwardly, and the Lady Panthers will keep it as Wishmeyer got a piece of it. 3:45 left in the third quarter. Coach Conrad needing a quick timeout. 34-22, Brownstown Central leading on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
3:45 to go in the third quarter. The Lady Panthers have hit a wall, actually more so on the offensive side of the floor, trailing 34-22 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Still a lot of time left, but Lady Panthers have got to try to find something. Brownstown's zone defense has really affected their rhythm or lack thereof on offense. Inbound pass, Kyra Lathan couldn't catch it. Harley Topi got a piece of it. The official says it went off Lathan into the Brownstown front court, and the turnover gives it back to Brownstown Central with 3.5 minutes to go. Clock is still running for some inexplicable reason. It can run now, but it never stopped. As the inbound comes to Haley Hobson, right side of the half-court circle in her forecourt. Gives it to Jada Miller on the right wing. Miller looking for the cutter, not there. Between the circles to Wishmeyer. Left wing to Hobson, looks down low, nothing there. Now high post to Wishmeyer, turns on Bullock, gets the shot up. Nowhere close, might have been blocked. Megan Logan is going to get the rebound under the basket. Up ahead to Withers, takes it to the left wing, fires up a long two, I think, and that one wouldn't go. Rebound, Wishmeyer gets it on the carom on the right side of the floor. And Coach Allman decides he wants to talk things over with his team. 2:55 to go here in the third quarter. Lady Panthers trailing 34-22 to the Lady Braves. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Hi, this is John Bender. Cooler weather, it's on its way. The Department of Energy says a properly insulated home can save you up to 20% off your heating and cooling expense. So make sure your home is properly insulated this fall. The Owens Corning ProCat loose-fill insulation system makes it quick and affordable to properly insulate your home. You can do it yourself, or we can recommend a contractor to help you. Learn how easy you can add insulation with the ProCat insulation system by visiting us at Bender Lumber. Local people serving local needs for over 90 years.
At First Harrison, the Banking Butler is more than just a banking app. It's who we are. It's a level of service we've delivered for more than 130 years. First Harrison is here to make it easy for local business owners with real estate loans, construction loans, SBA loans, lines of credit, treasury management, and merchant services. You will get competitive rates and fast local decisions. The Banking Butler. It's who we are. Keep it easy. Keep it local. First Harrison Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
2:55 remaining here in the third quarter, and Corydon Central in a bad spot, down 34-22 to Brownstown Central. Sophie Wishmeyer inbounds from the opposite end of the floor and gets it to Harley Topi. She will walk it across midcourt. Right side, gives it up to Ayla Belding, who's in there for the first time in the second half. Belding threw it to Wishmeyer, went past her, but Bullitt got a piece of it, or so it appeared. The Corydon coaching staff's like, yeah, that's not what we saw. But doesn't matter. The Lady Braves are going to keep it anyway. Hunter Trueblood coming in now for the Lady Braves, replacing Jada Miller in the lineup. I will get that last name right here in the second half. Trueblood is 5'4" and a senior. She receives the pass in the backcourt. And coming back to get it is Harley Topi, but Kyra Lathan's all over her. Lathan trying to face guard her, but Topi gets it and brings it across midcourt to the right to Belding on the right wing. Dribbles toward the corner, backs it out, gives it to Wishmeyer, top of the arc. Now over to Claire Brock on the left side. Brock gets by Teeter, gets inside, few steps, draws contact, and the foul between Megan Logan and Reese Withers, who came in to help. It's going to be Megan Logan who will be charged with the foul. That'll be the second on Megan tonight, third on the team here in the third quarter with 2:21 to go. 2 shots coming for Brock, who is already 1 of 1 at the stripe tonight. She has 5 points. Free throw, got the first one to go down. She now has 6 on the contest. She'll have 1 more shot coming. Can give Brownstown their largest lead at 14 if she can bury this one. Pretty good free throw shooter for being 6 feet tall. She buries that one. She brings her feet together, which is very unorthodox, but it's worked for her because she's made all 3 so far. Now she'll check out, and in for her will be Brindley Baker, the 5'7" junior. Megan Logan out for Corydon Central. Jordan McCarty back in for the Lady Panthers.
Got a good quick release on her.
I would never teach a kid to bring their feet together, though. But if it works for her, that's fine. You're not going to complain about it if she's making them. Lathan trying to get a pass on a scramble at midcourt. Withers threw it to her from the right side, but there was contact, and the Lady Braves are going to be whistled for a foul here. Hunter Trueblood going to be called for this one. That'll be her second, team's 5th. That's double bonus time on the 5th team foul of every quarter. The other team goes into the double bonus, so they get 2 shots. Kyra Lathan, who has struggled at the line throughout her career as a Lady Panther, will step up for 2 shots. They need every point they can get right now, trailing by 14 at 36-22. First one on the way. It goes around the rim, falls out off the front of the cylinder. 1 more shot on the way for Kyra, who has 2 points on the night so far. Lady Panthers all of a sudden 5 of 8 on free throws, 6 of 9 as Kyra makes that for her 3rd point of the night. 36-23 after that free throw. McCarty is out. Right back in as Megan Logan. Kyra Lathan, Paisley Teeter, Sophia Bullitt, Megan Logan, and Reese Withers for the Lady Panthers. Trueblood gets it ahead for Brownstown, throws it left wing. That's a travel. I don't know how in the world she got away with that one. That was Brindley Baker. She stepped and then stepped again behind it.
Yeah.
And the official watched it happen, too. That's the amazing part of it. Trueblood gets it on the right wing, gets tied up. Reese Withers forcing the jump ball. Brownstown will inbound it in front of their own bench. Coach Allman will have to move away a little bit. Sophie Wishmeyer out there with Harley Topi, along with Brindley Baker, as mentioned. Also have Ayla Belding out there, as well as Harley Topi. Topi gets the inbound, goes to Wishmeyer right wing. Wishmeyer now slides it around to the top of the arc, goes to Topi on the right side of the floor. Topi right there next to the wing, looking for the cutter, not there, and probably could have been called for a 5-second violation there.
I was beginning to think, yeah.
I get it. It's early in the season for the refs, too, but, man, those were 2 missed there that were right in front of them. Now Wishmeyer gets it on the cut, draws contact right side of the basket, tried to fling one up there, didn't go, but she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Megan Logan's going to pick up her 3rd foul. That will be the team's 4th as well here in the quarter with 1:24 to go. Brownstown Central in the driver's seat, leading 36-23. Wishmeyer's first is on the way, buries that. She's got 6 points on the night. Harley Topi has been doing a lot of the scoring tonight so far as the lead is up to 14 again. Topi will check out. In for her will be Jada Miller. Second free throw is up, and the largest lead is now 15. Wishmeyer gets her 7th point. 38-23 with 1:20 to go here in the third. Withers up the floor to Paisley Teeter, right wing, high post to McCarty, drives by, gets to the basket, missed the layup off the front rim. A tie-up on the rebound. Sophia Bullitt able to force that against, I think, Wishmeyer, actually. And the Lady Panthers will hang on to it with 1:13 to go in the third, but they're down 38-23. This game being played the way Brownstown wants it to be played. Inbound to Withers. Pulls up below the free throw line jumper. Missed it short. Katie Eve back in. Can't get the rebound. Another tie-up between McCarty and Baker, and this time the arrow will favor Brownstown Central. It's a good look for Reese. She just left it a little bit short. Kyra Lathan in, replacing Paisley Teeter. Meanwhile, McCarty is out, and in for her, Megan Logan again for the Lady Panthers, joining Katie Eve, Reese Withers, and Sophia Bullitt, along with Kyra Lathan. Wishmeyer, the inbounder, facing full court press. Good denial there. Bullitt not letting Topi touch it, and Bullitt's now face guarding her. She's a little taller. Topi's listed at 5'2". She's taller than that, though. That's rare you see that, actually. Lathan's 5'6", and she's not much shorter. She's got to be 5'4", actually. I'd say at least 5'4". Pass up ahead, deflected to Miller at the free throw line. Belding gets it, takes it for a runner. She can't get that to go. Rebound underneath. I think it was Miller who got it on the offensive board, and she's fouled, trying to go back up with it. Belding missed it from the right side to the left side. Miller got it, drew the foul, and she'll get 2 shots. It was going to be the 5th foul on the Lady Panthers anyway. Reese Withers gets her 3rd of the night, and double bonus for both teams here in the third quarter. Free throw on the way, and Jada Miller buries that. The lead is now 16 at 39-23 in favor of Brownstown Central. As Wishmeyer comes out, Topi also out as well still. Belding is out there with Hunter Trueblood as well as Haley Hobson, Jada Miller, and Brindley Baker for the Lady Braves. Second free throw on the way, left it short. Rebound, run down. And I thought Lathan might have touched it, but Miller apparently got the last piece of it out of bounds into the Brownstown bench. So it'll go back over to the Lady Panthers after Miller went 1 of 2 at the stripe. Lady Braves now 5 of 7 at the line here in this third quarter. They're 12 of 18 on the night. Teeter with it in the front court, right to left to Lathan. Bounces it in the middle of the floor to Eve. 40 seconds to go third quarter. Teeter has it right side now. Gives it over to the half-court circle to Lathan, to Eve on the wing, down to the baseline. McCarty into Withers. She got hit on the arm. She's going to feel that one a little bit. And the contact will lead to the foul. I think Haley Hobson actually it'll be Brindley Baker who will pick up that foul. That'll be her first. And either way, it was going to be 2 shots for Reese. He was in the act of shooting, just for the record. Free throw on the way, left it long off the back of the rim. And one more shot coming up. Lady Panthers so far in the quarter, 2 out of 5 at the free throw line, 6 of 10 on the night. Baker and Trueblood go to the bench. Second free throw is good. Reese has her 8th point of the night. Lady Panthers are now 7 of 11 at the stripe. 39-24. We got a foul in the backcourt on the Lady Panthers after the inbound to Harley Topi. Her and Claire Brock actually came back in, joining Hobson, Miller, and Belding on the floor. And now it'll be Harley Topi to the line for 2 shots. Kyra Lathan a little too exuberant there. That'll be her first foul. Both teams over the limit. 31 seconds to go here in the third. Topi's first free throw rims off the front, the back, and falls off. She is 0 for 2 at the line. About the only thing that hasn't gone well for her. Brock will check out. Wishmeyer back in for Brownstown Central. Eve is out for Corydon Central. And Jordan McCarty is back out there again. Second free throw, Topi hits the front back rim, and this time it rolls in. Topi's got 13 points. She leads all scorers, and it's 40-24 with 28 seconds and counting here in the third. Paisley Teeter gets it ahead from Lathan. High post to McCarty, out front to Lathan, throws it to Withers through her hands, but she got it on the left baseline. Drives it toward the basket, gets around Miller. The Euro step move, can't get it to go. Bullitt fighting for the rebound. Late whistle, jump ball, and the arrow should go to the Lady Panthers. Sophie Wishmeyer tied up Bullitt on that rebound attempt. Hunter Trueblood will check in for Brownstown Central. She will replace Harley Topi in the Lady Braves lineup with 12.9 seconds to go in the third. On the first, Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Bullet, the inbounder from the O of Corydon left baseline, threw it behind Teeter. It'll go out of bounds into the Brownstown front court. And that'll be another turnover for the Lady Panthers. They have played right into Brownstown's hands, really, since I'd say about 3 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, it's turned the wrong direction.
Once again, who's been playing basketball longer this year? The team in white, but even though Brownstown hasn't been at it long, they look like they've been at it longer. Topi chucks one up from behind the volleyball line, hit it off the glass, no good, to close out the third quarter. Lady Panthers riding the struggle bus down 40-24 to the Brownstown Central Lady Braves heading into the fourth quarter. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
Are you looking for top quality Crestone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crestone in DePaul. At Davis Crestone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality Crestone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crestone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Looking to update your floors? Denny's Carpet in Corydon has been your local expert for over 35 years. From cozy carpets to durable hardwoods and stylish vinyl, they have it all and at prices you love. With top-notch customer service and affordable options, they make it easy to transform your space. Plus, enjoy special discounts on select flooring. Stop by or call 812-738-8466 off Highway 62 in Corydon. Denny's Carpet, because they know quality and affordability matter.
Start of the fourth quarter here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. Our first girls basketball game of the season here on 96.9 WKLO. What was a close game in the first half and what was in fact a back and forth game has become all Brownstown Central here in the second half. On the first Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard, it's the Lady Braves 40, Corydon Central 24. Along with our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton with the play-by-play. Glad to have you with us tonight here on 96.9 WKLO, online, WKLO969.com, as well as on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9, and on your Alexa. Lady Braves rotating it around. Claire Brock has it from Harley Topi on the left wing, gives it to Topi now on the right side. Lady Braves still going from left to right here in the fourth quarter. Skip pass to Haley Hobson, left corner, out to Topi right at the top of the key. Fakes, gets by Katie Eve, drives in, nice move, nice layup, and Harley Topi just put Katie Eve on roller skates for her 15th point.
That was a nice move.
Topi has been playing, I think, since her freshman year at the varsity level, certainly since her sophomore year. Nice entry pass from Eve to McCarty, forced up a tough shot around Claire Brock. Couldn't get it to go, but Jordan will go to the line for two shots. And that foul on Brock will be her fourth. Hasn't really mattered much for Brownstown, though. That's the team's first in the quarter. Lady Braves won that third quarter 15-3. Over Corydon Central. McCarty cannot connect on the first free throw. She was 0 for 1 prior to that trip. She is going to get another opportunity here momentarily. Jada Miller in, replacing Claire Brock in the lineup. The Lady Panthers didn't even make a field goal in that third quarter, in fact. Went 0 for 6. McCarty does get the second free throw. She's got 5. Corydon didn't even attempt a 3, at least by my count. I may have messed that up, but we'll find out later. And a bad pass forced as Topi was trying to go to Wishmeyer from right to left, and it goes out of bounds. Lady Panthers get a turnover. They're down 17 with 7:09 to go. It's not an impossible situation, but you can't have an empty possession for a while. Got to get a run going, got to get turnovers, got to get high percentage shots. Teeter, there's a 3 left corner. That one hits the rim, rolls around, falls out. Bullet, offensive rebound, goes up, draws contact, and the sophomore will go to the line for 2 shots. Through the foul on the Lady Braves. That one will be whistled on Jada Miller. That's now 3 on the 5'6" senior forward, and that'll be the team's second of the quarter. 2 free throws for Sophia. The sophomore puts up the first one, missed it off the front of the rim. She'll have one more shot coming. The Lady Panthers were 4 of 5 from the line in the first half. They're now 4 out of 9 here in the second half. 8 of 14 on the contest. Second free throw for Bullet. Eyes it, puts it up, hits it off the front of the rim, and it thankfully bounces in. Sophia's got 3 points, all on free throws. McCarty will check out, and in for her will be Kyra Lathan. Katie Eve also out there along with Bullitt, as well as Teeter and Withers for the Lady Panthers. Inbound, Topi comes to get it, races it up the right side of the floor, got pressure on her, lobs it out to the left corner to Hobson. Hobson dribbles 15 feet away to Miller. Nice cut. Wishmeyer, layup left side, up and in as she let it roll in off the left side of the rim.
Nice cut.
That is 9 points for Sophie Wishmeyer tonight, and she was the leading scorer last season. Lady Panthers working around down by 18. Teeter, left baseline, throws up the runner, won't get it to go. Hit the rim off the side, rebound down to Hobson for the Lady Braves. Gets it up into the backcourt. Topi kind of had a brain lapse there. She double dribbles, and that will give it back to the Lady Panthers. Ayla Belding is out of the lineup, and Hunter Trueblood is back in there for the Lady Braves. Out there with Harley Topi, as well as Sophie Wishmeyer, Jada Miller, and Haley Hobson. Meanwhile, Withers has it in the front court, dribbling right side, goes to the half-court circle to Lathan, left side to Eve, down low to McCarty, turns, nice move on Miller, but she couldn't finish. Too strong off the glass at the left side of the rim, and Topi comes down with the rebound. It was a good move, just a little too strong on the shot. 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Lady Panthers down 44-26. Just trying to do something to get back in this, but they've only got 5 points the entire second half, have not made a field goal in the second half yet. Trueblood has it left side, goes to Wishmeyer along the sideline, wing extended. Wishmeyer drives it into the paint, top of the key to Miller, takes it left elbow, out to the corner now to Haley Hobson. She'll take it up to the free throw stripe now. Slides it over to Trueblood on the right wing. Trueblood fakes, takes Teeter down to the basket. Gets stuck, turns around, throws up a hook shot, can't get it to go. That's why guards aren't post players, and the foul is on the rebound on Hunter Trueblood. That'll be her third. It was actually not a bad little baby hook for a guard, but she hit it off the glass, and Teeter got the rebound, drawing the foul. That'll be the third on Trueblood tonight. Eve is in, or out, I should say, of the lineup, and Sophia Bullitt back in there. She had Paisley right where she wanted her, but she took a little too long to get the shot up there, and that contributed to it a little bit. Lathan has it in the front court for the Lady Panthers. Over to Withers on the right wing. Withers with it on the right side perimeter. Looking, gives it back out to Lathan. Now to Teeter, but Haley Hobson deflected it into the Lady Panther bench out of bounds. And the Lady Panthers will be inbounding with Kyra Lathan. 5:09 to go in the fourth quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. It's 44-26. Brownstown Central, bad cross-court pass, but it does not result in a turnover. McCarty tried to go to Teeter, left to right. Wishmeyer deflected it out of bounds, couldn't quite retrieve it, and Corydon Central resets. Got it parallel to the spike line on the right. Lathan gets the inbound pass between the circles. Kyra gives it back up to Reese Withers right side, left side to Lathan. Lathan to Withers between the circles. Back over right side to Bullitt into the corner. Teeter, there's a three for Paisley Teeter. She's the first Corydon player into double digits tonight with 10. Almost a steal in the backcourt, but Hobson gets the long pass ahead from Topi. Takes it right baseline, turns, forces up a tough shot, won't go. Rebound caroms to Wishmeyer, and McCarty knocked it away from her out of bounds under the basket. So with that, the Lady Braves will keep it. Hobson not able to connect. Wishmeyer had the rebound for a moment, but McCarty knocked it away. Sorry about that. Got disconnected there for a moment. 44-29 Brownstown. A drive for Topi left side, and she draws contact. Corydon crowd didn't like the call, but it will be a foul on Jordan McCarty. That'll be her third, and that'll be the team's first of the quarter. Two shots are coming up here for Harley Topi, the point guard for Brownstown Central. First free throw. Topi eyes it, puts it up, and knocks it in. She had missed her, two of her first 3 attempts. She's now 2 out of 4 on the night. She now has 16 points. Brownstown's lead is 45-29 with 4:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Drew Blood checks out, and Claire Brock is back out there. Second free throw for Topi is good. That's 17 for her now, 46-29. Hang on. Well, got 7 in the quarter, but not sure. I was going to say that can't be right. 46-29 is the score.
Yeah, they just corrected it.
Yeah, I'm glad they did because I was getting lost there for 2 seconds. Lady Panthers down by 17. Withers has it, gives it left side to Bullitt. Looking down low, nothing there. Goes back out to Withers between the circles. Now Lathan gets it on the right side. She looks inside, nothing there. Wraps it back to Withers between the circles. Reese, Paisley, Teeter on the left side. Teeter back to Withers against this 1-1-3 zone. As Teeter takes it, throws up the shot left side, won't go. Rebound. Wishmeyer deflects it out of bounds under the basket, and the Lady Panthers will have it with 3:39 to go in the fourth quarter as this one is slipping away from them in their first home game of the season tonight against Brownstown Central, a conference game. And that, a very late call. Withers got the inbound pass on the right side of the lane. Haley Hobson kind of lazily slapped at it from behind, and Hobson's going to be called for the foul. That's going to be her first of the night. That'll be the team's 4th here in this fourth quarter of play. Inbound comes out to Lathan on the right side. Gives up left side to Teeter. 3, yep. Paisley connecting with that one. That's her 13th point of the night, 6 in the quarter. Lead is down to 46-32 with 3:32 to go here in the fourth quarter on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone, and gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
Hello, I'm Dr. Travis Hare, Chancellor at Ivy Tech Community College in Sellersburg. Over 40% of today's workforce is learning new skills or advancing their careers to keep up with a changing job market. At Ivy Tech, we offer flexible 8-week sessions and over 70 programs tailored to Indiana's growing industries, helping you stay ahead. With 55% of students receiving financial aid, Ivy Tech makes education affordable and accessible. Don't wait. Visit ivytech.edu/Sellersburg and let's start crafting your perfect plan. Remember, you belong here.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can...
Brownstown Central getting possession out of the Corydon timeout with 3:32 to go in the fourth. The lead has been chipped down to 46-32. Inbound comes to Haley Hobson, gets deflected, but Hobson gathers it and gives it to Wishmeyer, who then draws contact and a foul. Kyra Lathan kind of got hit around the neck area there. She collided with Wishmeyer. That'll be Kyra Lathan on the foul, and that is going to be the second on the junior, and that'll be the team's second here in the fourth quarter. 3:28 remaining on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Wishmeyer inbounds it to Harley Topi in the backcourt. Topi able to get by the defenders. Throws a pass up ahead to Hobson across the timeline from right to left. To Wishmeyer between the circles. Baseline. Ayla Belding gives it over left block to Claire Brock. Out to Wishmeyer up top after she got it from Hobson. Right side to Topi. Drives it to the free throw line. Backs it out between the circles. Belding with it right side. Nice cut down low. Hobson, and Katie Eve was behind her and kind of gave her a little bump when she turned around and shot it. Katie Eve just fouled out of the contest for the evening. Never really was a factor in this game. She had foul trouble in the first half that saddled her to the bench. So Katie, well, they say that's her 4th. I got her for 5th, but I could have miscounted. That's certainly possible. But nevertheless, Jordan McCarty will check in, so we'll say that's 4 now on Eve, as Kyra Lathan will check out. Even so, it's been hard for Katie to find a rhythm tonight on either side of the floor because of the foul trouble. The second free throw does not go for Hobson, so she goes 0 for 2 on that trip. She's 2 of 6 on the night, and the lead stays at 14 with less than 3 minutes to go. Eve down low to McCarty, gets the shot up, good with the layup, and Claire Brock can't believe the call, but McCarty gets the basket and a three-point play opportunity with her 7th point of the night. Cuts the lead back to 12. And Brock just fouled out. That is actually correct this time. Lathan comes back in. I think she had come out as Katie Eve goes to the bench. McCarty with her 1 free throw, missed it off the back of the rim. Rebound, Sophie Wishmeyer. Great job getting position on Reese Withers. Wishmeyer trying to deal with the pressure, and Reese just ran into her one too many times. That's going to be the 4th foul now on Reese Withers. That'll be the team's 4th, unless I'm wrong about that. Now I'm having to check every single time. That is her 4th. Okay, so we're on track there with 2:43 left. It's now a 12-point lead at 46-34. Brownstown's had the lead as high as 18 tonight. Wishmeyer throws it to Topi, driving down the middle. Nice pass left side. Hobson lays it in on the inbound, off of the inbound play. That's 8 for Haley Hobson tonight. 48-34. Withers to Bullet from right to left. Back over right side. Withers has it on the wing. Down low to McCarty. Jordan turns around, gets the shot up and in off the back of the rim. McCarty all of a sudden has come to life. She's got 9. Back to a 12-point lead for Brownstown. 2:15 and counting in the 4th. Wishmeyer gets hit a couple of times on the sideline, but Coach Allman calls a timeout with 2:15 to go. His team is up 48-36 on Corydon Central. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Lady Panthers trying to chip away, but they only have 2:15 remaining, trailing 48-36 against Brownstown Central in the home opener for the 2025-26 season for the Corydon Central Lady Panthers. Wishmeyer inbounds it to Topi, just catches it below the timeline on the right side. High post to Jada Miller. Drives it left, pitches it out to Hobson, who gives it up now to Topi at the half-court circle. Bullet, got to come out and contest. Topi drives by her, kicks it to Miller in the left corner, skips it to Wishmeyer right at the top of the key, into the corner for Anela Belding 3, and she buries it for her first points of the night. And that very well may have been the shot that finishes this one. 15-point lead again. Withers dribbling left elbow, lost it. Haley Hobson smiling because, well, she lost it too. Going out of bounds. That can't, wait a minute. That's not Brownstown's basketball. Hobson touched it. I thought she touched it. Wow, that's a turnover on the Lady Panthers now. Inbound to Miller. Drives it into the paint. Takes it left side. Scoop shot under McCarty. Oh, my goodness. Somehow she got the ball on the rim. It spun around and fell in. What a shot for Jada Miller. Wow. Driving to her left. Got it underneath McCarty's left arm. Paisley Teeter is going to be called for the – wait a minute. No, it's McCarty. I'm sorry. McCarty just fouled out, so that's where the other foul was earlier. McCarty, a little up and down tonight, but gave the Lady Panthers a pretty good effort with 9 points coming off the bench. Katie Eve is in there. She's got 4 fouls, so that's where that foul should have counted earlier toward McCarty. The free throw for Miller on the old-fashioned three-point play is connection, and Miller, let me see here, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 13, well, how in the world? Bad pass. I got behind. I'm, for some reason, way behind here in this quarter. Belding goes coast to coast, lays it in off the right side, and the lead is now 56-36 all of a sudden. Miller has 11 on the night. And Belding has 5 all in the quarter. And now it's a 20-point lead. And the Lady Panthers are going to start off conference play 0-1. Topi drives it into the lane, fakes the pass, lays it up and in. Harley Topi with her 19th point of the night. The Lady Panthers have just collapsed after cutting the lead to 12. Brownstown on a 10-0 run, and they basically shut the door on this one with 50 seconds to go. Eve gets it left baseline to Withers, and her three. The line drive is good from the left corner. Reese gets her 11th point of the night. 58-39 with 38 seconds here in the fourth quarter. Wishmeyer up the left side. Timeout going to be called, and the Lady Braves are going to clear the bench. Coach Allman going to send in everybody else who hadn't gotten in tonight. Josie Thompson, 5'4" and a junior. She will check in for Brownstown. And a timeout is called with 38.3 seconds to go. We'll take one with them, 58-39. Corydon Central trailing against Brownstown Central. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
Brownstown getting the inbound as they send in the rest of their reserves. Charlie Garrison, a 5'3" sophomore, has it on the left side. She gives it up on the right side to Josie Thompson, 5'4" and a junior. Also, Lexi Zeich, a 5'2" sophomore, is out there, along with Friendly Baker and Naomi McCain at 5'6" and a sophomore. McCain has it in the left corner, or right corner, that is. Gives it back out to Thompson. Half-court circle to Garrison. Back over to Thompson. High post it goes to Baker. Then to McCain. She'll give it up to Thompson. Final 3 seconds will tick off. Zeich fires a three that's blocked. Caden Beecham got a piece of that at the buzzer, and that'll do it. Brownstown Central comes into the Panther Dome, and they overwhelm the Corydon Central Lady Panthers in the second half with a resounding 58-39 victory. A shockingly dominant second half, especially in the third quarter for the Lady Braves tonight. They outscore the Lady Panthers 33-18 in the second half of this one and send Corydon Central to 1-1 on the season overall, 0-1 in the Mid-Southern Conference. The Lady Panthers start off the home record at 0-1 here inside the Panther Dome for the season. For Brownstown Central, they are 1-0 to start their new season, 1 week removed from the end of their volleyball season, and they start off 1-0 in the MSC, also 1-0 on the road as well. We will head into our Davis Crushstone postgame show. After this upcoming break, we'll have final stats and analysis. We'll take a look at what else is going on around the area tonight as well, and we might also be able to talk with head coach Josh Conrad about this one as well. A disappointing night for the Lady Panthers as Brownstown Central comes in and goes on to win handily, 58-39 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This is Emery Jones, Career Education Coordinator at Prosser in New Albany. Right now, we are looking for motivated students to join our precision machining, welding, plumbing, and landscaping programs. These are high-demand careers with great pay. You'll get hands-on training, real-world experience, and a jump start on your future. Visit prossercareers.com or call 812-542-8508 to learn more. Prosser, get skilled, get hired.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
It was a close back-and-forth game in the first half. You had 4 ties and 3 lead changes throughout the course of that first half, and all 4 ties occurred in the second quarter. But Brownstown Central, with their defense, Corydon Central went stagnant on the offensive side of the floor. The Lady Braves were able to jump the lead to double figures, and they never really looked back. They got the lead all the way up to 20 in this contest tonight in the second half, and what was a great game in the first half turned into a disaster for the Corydon Central Lady Panthers in the second half. The final score tonight here at the Panther Dome in the home opener for the 2025-2026 season. Corydon Central falls to Brownstown Central on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard by a final count of 58-39. The Lady Panthers begin the home season 0-1. They're now 1-1 overall and 0-1 in Mid-Southern Conference play to start off the season. And as for the Lady Braves, they start their season 1-0 with the win here on the road tonight. And the Lady Braves walk out of here with a resounding victory here tonight as they overwhelm Corydon Central again, 58-39, the final on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. Got off to a little bit of a late start tonight with a little bit of a technical issue. Thankfully, we were able to get that resolved and able to get on air here tonight in Corydon as we begin our basketball season, and a tough night for the Lady Panthers. The JV only played 2 quarters tonight, but the Lady Panthers had a great second quarter that propelled their bunch to a 23-10 victory over Brownstown Central. Again, that was in 2 quarters before the varsity game tonight. So head coach Beth Glom and her junior varsity team prevailing tonight with the victory in the JV game, but it went the opposite way in the varsity game with the Lady Braves coming away with the win here tonight on the road. We welcome you to our Davis Crushstone postgame show here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com. You can also find us on your Alexa as well. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. Having a little bit of a problem with the scoring here, and I've added it up 4 times now, and I've given Brownstown apparently 2 points more. Either that or the official score is wrong. It might have been 60-39 Brownstown, actually. I keep counting 20 points in the fourth quarter for whatever reason, and I'm not really sure why. I know Ayla Belding had 5 points in that fourth quarter. Harley Topi got 6, a pair of free throws, a basket there early in the quarter, and then another basket there late. Haley Hobson got a basket. Jada Miller got a 3-point play and had another basket as well. Sophie Wishmeyer got her for a basket. Maybe that was it. I'm not sure. Wishmeyer got a basket. I know that. I don't know what's going on. I'm having some issues here. So for the sake of addition at this point, I'm going to say Miller got 1 of 2 free throws. I'm going to give her that. So honestly, I probably messed it up. So I apologize for that if things are a little erratic here, but trying to get back into the swing of things with the new basketball season. Again, we welcome you to our Davis Crushstone postgame show right here on 96.9 WKLO, streaming online at WKLO969.com, as well as on your Alexa device as well. You can also find us on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9. Lady Braves defense was the story of this game tonight. Corydon Central went stagnant offensively in the second half, really had trouble trying to get the basketball moved where they wanted it to, and just kind of got caught looking and thinking an awful lot out there on the floor. And anytime that happens, your offense gets stagnant, and it really throws everything out of whack. And then it started to affect the defensive ability for the Lady Panthers as well. So Corydon Central falling short tonight, 58-39. The score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. The Lady Panthers take their first loss of the season. They'll be back at it again Tuesday night when they will make the drive down to Elizabeth to take on the South Central Lady Rebels. And that'll be a varsity-only game at 6 o'clock. South Central does not have enough players to put a JV team out on the floor this year. So that'll just be a varsity game over in Elizabeth on Tuesday night, 6 o'clock start for that. As for Brownstown Central, they will be back in action again next week. I want to say Thursday without seeing it yet, but let's go through and, well, I'm looking at the wrong page here, actually. Let's see if I can find Brownstown's schedule and let you know what the Lady Braves have coming up next. Brownstown will be at home on Thursday night. They will be taking on Southwestern Hanover. I suspect that also will be a varsity-only game. From what I saw on a post the other day, Southwestern Hanover does not have enough players for a JV team this year either. So that one very well might just be a varsity contest between the Lady Braves and the Lady Rebels. And then Brownstown will be back at home again next Saturday. They'll take on the Paoli Lady Rams, and that'll be a JV varsity doubleheader, JV at 6, varsity at 7:30. You'll be able to catch that game on our sister station, Mix 95.3, as the Lady Rams will visit the Lady Braves at the Pit in Brownstown. The Lady Braves record now under head coach Brandon Allman, 123-47, as Coach Allman starts his 7th season as the head coach of the Lady Braves basketball program. For Corydon Central, head coach Josh Conrad is in his 6th season. The Lady Panthers record drops to 93-34 with the loss tonight to the Lady Braves. That's on Coach Conrad's record now. The Lady Panthers not only go to South Central for a varsity-only game on Tuesday, they will be hosting the battle at the First Capitol next weekend. Starting on Friday night, the Lady Panthers will take on Castle here in the Panther Dome. That'll be a 6:30 start next Friday. Borden will play Washington in the junior high gym at that time, and then at 8:15 it'll be Northview and Evansville Central, and I believe that will be in the junior high gym. New Albany and South Knox will be here in the Panther Dome at 8:15. The losing teams will come back and play at, well, actually the losers of the first 2 games, Borden, Washington, Northview, and Evansville Central, they'll play at 10 a.m. in the junior high gym. The winners of those games will play here in the Panther Dome at 10 a.m., and then the losing teams between Castle, Corydon Central, and New Albany and South Knox will face each other in the consolation game in the junior high gym at noon. The winners of those games will play each other here in the Panther Dome at noon in the semifinals. The 7th place game will be in the junior high gym at 5:30, while the 3rd place game will be here in the Panther Dome. The 5th place game at 7:15 in the junior high gym, and then back here again, the championship game will be at 7:15. And the battle at the First Capitol Tournament, Corydon hosting that next week, or next weekend, I should say, starting on Friday when they play Castle at 6:30. Let's take a look at the final statistics in this contest tonight. And we will start with the Brownstown Central Lady Braves, as they come away with the victory tonight, trying to get caught up on that 3rd quarter as far as the shooting is concerned there. So, Brownstown shot the ball well tonight, just to let everybody know that. Let's see, 5-7 was 3. Well, that's part of the problem. I can barely see that. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they missed 2 shots in that 4th quarter. Very efficient offensive night. Not bad for the opener for Brownstown Central. So they end up shooting 11 out of 18 in the second half. Brownstown does. They go 19 of 33 on the night for 58%, but they basically just got high percentage shots all night. The Lady Braves go 2 out of 4 from behind the arc in the second half, and end up 4 out of 10 from long distance tonight for 40%. Free throw shooting was about the only thing that did not go right for Brownstown in this game. They were 16 out of 27 for 59%. They were actually a combined 6 of 13 in the first and the 4th quarters. In the second and third quarters, they were actually 10 out of 14, so they actually did have success in the middle 2 quarters, but it was the bookend quarters where Brownstown struggled at the line, going and combined 6 of 13. So in total, 16 out of 27 on free throws tonight, 59%. As for the Corydon Central Lady Panthers, by the way, scoring for Brownstown, Harley Topi, the one double-digit scorer. She had 19 in this contest. Jada Miller and Sophie Wishmeyer both scored 9. Haley Hobson had 8 in this contest tonight. Claire Brock scored 7. Ayla Belding ended up with 5 points, and Brinley Baker scored 1 point tonight. Other players who got out onto the floor but did not score tonight. Hunter Trueblood saw a lot of time throughout the course of the contest in this one. Josie Thompson came in the fourth quarter, the 5'4 junior, along with Lexi Zeich, as well as Naomi McCain, Charlie Garrison, and those were the only other Lady Braves who came in. Josie Beavers did not play tonight. The 5'5 freshman was not available for the JV game either for Brownstown Central. As far as Corydon Central goes tonight, the Lady Panthers had a tough time in the shooting department in the second half. They went 0 for 6 in that third quarter shooting here in the loss tonight, and end up going 5 out of 9 from the floor in the fourth quarter. We'll come back to that, though. Let's go over scoring for the Lady Panthers tonight. Paisley Teeter led the way with 13 points. She had 7 in the first half, made a pair of threes in the fourth quarter to get to that total of 13 here in the loss tonight. In the meantime, as far as the rest of the team goes, let me see here. 9 out of 16. There we go. Lady Panthers tonight. It was Teeter with 13 to lead the way. Reese Withers had 11. She scored 6 in the first half, made 2 free throws in the third quarter, and then buried a 3 there late in the fourth quarter. So Reese scored 11. Jordan McCarty came off the bench and did some good things tonight. Yep. As she had 4 in the first half, all in the second quarter. She got 1 of 3 free throws in the fourth quarter, along with 2 baskets. So she finishes with 9. Kyra Lathan with 3, a basket in the second quarter, 1 of 2 free throws in the third quarter, and Sophia Bullitt, 3 out of 4 at the free throw line tonight, scoring 3 points. Katie Eve, Megan Logan, and Caden Beecham saw some time out there on the floor, but they did not score. The Lady Panthers were 5 of 15 shooting in the second half and go 12 of 39 on the night, 31%, 6 of 16 from the outside, from behind the three-point line for 38%, 9 out of 16 on free throws for 56% on the night. Head coach Josh Conrad with us here in our Davis Crushstone postgame show as Brownstown Central wins 58-39. Close game in the first half, but coach, third quarter, things kind of got away. The offense ended up getting a bit stagnant, couldn't get any shots to go in, and then some turnovers going Brownstown's way, and they were able to pull away and get a pretty big lead there in the third quarter.
Yeah, it was really a combination of their pretty good defensively, and we had figured out what was working against their defense and scored, several trips in a row, and then we kind of shot ourselves in the foot and stopped doing it. We kind of had some ball movement. We were getting some away screens and then reversed it and throw it inside at the end of that first quarter and at the start of the second quarter. And then that last 3 or 4 minutes of the second, we just stopped. And I think that's on us. That's on us as coaches. We'll take the blame there. We got to, get them to be more consistent whenever we're on that zone offense.
Yeah, and obviously it was a back-and-forth game. It ended up being tied 4 different times there. Brownstown got the last 4 points of the first half, and then it just kind of spilled over into the next quarter. And then it just seemed like the girls just got stagnant and then kind of were looking around at the defense, but really weren't doing much with it. And then that just kind of snowballed, and it seemed to affect the defense there in the second half as well.
Yeah, and we were trying to be more aggressive, and Brownstown does a really good job just face cutting, and we did not, get to that help side. I think, we'll go back and watch this. I think we were just dropping too far, and I think that, we need to be 1 foot below the defense or 2 feet below the defense, and we were more like 6 feet. So whenever they cut, we were too far away to bump the cutter, and that's got to be something we see because we got face cut a lot, even those last 3 or 4 trips down the court.
Yeah, and they had a lot of different people get involved tonight on the offensive side, had some balance around Harley Topi, and she was able to get some momentum going. And, Coach, it seems like once she got going, that just kind of got the rest of the team going after that.
Yeah, us not being able to score there in that into the second quarter, third quarter, that really kind of took away from our defense too, because then we were scrambling a little bit more than we needed to, and we kind of went away from our 1-2-2, and we probably need to be more consistent with that and calling that out and staying in it.
and obviously had some turnovers as well, and not just the live ball turnovers. Didn't seem like there was many of those, but some dead ball turnovers as well. And with a team like Brownstown that seems to want to play more of a half-court style, it seemed to work to their advantage in controlling the pace tonight as well.
Yeah, we'll look at that. And our out-of-bounds plays, our outlet, we weren't throwing to the sideline where if they tip it, it goes out of bounds. We were throwing it straight down the line, and that led to layups the other way. We just can't do that. We got to be more controlled there on that end.
Well, of course, a tough loss tonight for the girls, unfortunately, but a chance to bounce back on Tuesday night with a trip down to Elizabeth there. A varsity-only game at 6 o'clock, by the way. South Central does not have enough players for a JV team this year, so varsity has a chance to bounce back. And then, of course, you host the battle at the First Capital next week. So the good news is it's early, definitely some time to correct some things, and if you get a chance to start that next Tuesday with the road trip to South Central.
Yeah, South Central plays a little bit different style than what we played so far. They're going to be up all the way down the court, kind of in your face, trapping all over the place. And that'll be good to kind of see because I'm sure somebody in our tournament's going to play that too. And you're going to see that whenever you get in the conference games. But we got to get a little bit tougher, and we have to get to where we move the basketball past the outside hands and be ready against that zone a little better.
All right. Well, a tough loss for the girls today, but on the bright side, Coach, the JV team had a good 2 quarters, really had a good second quarter tonight, and obviously the JV team has a lot of freshmen this year, but certainly a team that did a lot of good things tonight there.
Yeah, they do, and they have been. There's a couple of them that we very well could see, winter break, and after that they could probably bounce up and compete for some minutes up there. So that's good to see as well.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for taking the time. We appreciate you joining us here in our post game, and look forward to seeing the Lady Panthers throughout the rest of the season.
All right, thanks, David.
All right, Josh Conrad joining us here on our Davis Crushstone post game show tonight as the Lady Panthers fall to Brownstown Central and varsity play 58-39. The JV game does go, though, to the Lady Panthers 23-10 in 2 quarters here tonight. We'll take another break, and after the break, we'll come back and look at the additional numbers, the rebounds, assists, and turnovers. You're listening to coverage of Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball on 96.9 WKLO.
Real country, pure country. 96.9 WKLO, Hardinsburg, Corydon, Paoli.
Looking for great food at a great price? Come to Rita's Taco Shop on Edsel Lane in Corydon. From loaded tacos and burritos to bowls and street favorites, Rita's has the flavor you crave and the value you love. Dine in or carry out. They're fast, fresh, and always delicious. Don't forget to pair your meal with the refreshing drinks and signature margaritas. With so many options, there's something for everyone. And gift cards make it easy to share the flavor. At Rita's, they're proud to support our local athletes on the court, the field, and in our community. Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, where community and flavor come together.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Giving parental permission for children to drink might feel like a chance for safe supervision, but the reality is you're increasing the risk of future alcohol abuse and negative consequences. In addition to the potential for misuse down the road, we also know that alcohol use by teenagers has a damaging effect on brain development. If you really want the best for your child, ask yourself, what message are you sending? Paid for by Our Place Drug and Alcohol Education Services.
Taking a look at the rebounds, turnovers, and assists tonight for Brownstown Central. The Lady Braves go on to win tonight 58-39 here at Corydon Central. The Lady Braves now 1-0 on the season and in Mid-Southern Conference play. Corydon Central now 1-1 overall and 0-1 in league play. The Lady Braves win the rebounding tonight 20-16 over Corydon Central. For Brownstown on the rebounding tonight, Sophie Wishmeyer ends up leading the way with 7 boards, 6 of those on the defensive side, 1 offensive rebound tonight. Claire Brock, 4 rebounds in this one, 1 of those on the offensive glass. Harley Topi had 3 rebounds tonight for the Lady Braves. Haley Hobson hauled in 2 rebounds. Ayla Belding also had 2 rebounds, 1 on the offensive glass. And Jada Miller with 1 rebound of the offensive variety tonight for the Lady Braves. 16 defensive rebounds, 4 on the offensive glass. On the Corydon side, 8 defensive rebounds, 8 offensive rebounds for a total of 16 tonight. Leading the way was Sophia Bullitt. She had 6 rebounds tonight, and 5 of those were offensive rebounds. Reese Withers and Kyra Lathan both collected 3 rebounds tonight. Lathan had 2 on the offensive glass tonight. Megan Logan, 2 rebounds, 1 on the offensive side. Also, Grace Evans with 1 rebound tonight, as Paisley Teeter and Katie Eve also add 1 rebound apiece for Corydon Central tonight. Turnovers were a bit better in the second half for both teams. Brownstown had 10 in the first half, 3 in the second half, 13 total turnovers for the Lady Braves tonight here on the road at Corydon. The Lady Panthers had 7 first half turnovers, 5 in the second half for a total of 12 turnovers. The Lady Braves dished out 10 assists on 19 made baskets tonight. Sophie Wishmeyer and Haley Hobson were the co-leaders in the assist category. They each dished out 3 dimes tonight. Harley Topi, Hunter Trueblood, Claire Brock, and Jada Miller all collected 1 assist apiece. 9 assists for the Lady Panthers on 12 made baskets tonight. Sophia Bullitt with 4 led the way for the Lady Panthers. Reese Withers had 2 assists tonight. Paisley Teeter, Katie Eve, and Jordan McCarty all had 1 assist apiece tonight for the Lady Panthers. Again, 9 assists on 14 made baskets tonight as the Lady Panthers fall. Brownstown Central, the Lady Braves opening the season with the win by the final score of 58-39 in the varsity game. The JV, though, again, did go to the Lady Panthers tonight. They go on to win that in 2 quarters, 23-10, the final in that one. The 54th IHSAA Girls Volleyball State Finals. We are through Class 3A now. Earlier today, Trinity Lutheran repeated as Class A state champions with a 3-1 win over Faith Christian. Bar Reeve won a 5-set match over Benton Central in 2A to win that 3-2. And then in 3A, Ron Colley defeated Fort Wayne Bishop Dwenger 3-0 in that match. And then in the 4A match, it was all Carroll of Fort Wayne. They go undefeated, winning their 50th consecutive match, finished 37-0. And the Lady Chargers ran over Plainfield 3-0 in the 4A match earlier today. So that wraps up the volleyball season now. And the only fall sport left is football, and that's heading into regional play next week as Brownstown Central, the Braves rolled last night over Switzerland County 55-0. The Braves football team will host Lenton Stockton in the Regional 20 Championship next Friday night at Blevins Memorial Stadium, the only MSC team standing as well. Scottsburg fell to Indian Creek last night 49-13. Indian Creek will travel to Gibson Southern for the Regional 16 Championship next week. And Floyd Central, a winner over Evansville North last night, 15-10. The Highlander football team. Let's look at girls basketball for a second there. The Highlander football team will be traveling to Bloomington South for the Regional 8 championship game next Friday up there in Bloomington. We'll take one more break. We'll come back, wrap things up tonight on our Davis Crushstone postgame show. You're listening to Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
And Harrison County Hospital's orthopedic surgeons of Harrison County. They know pain and limited mobility can take a toll on your life. That's why the expert team is there, providing comprehensive, full-time orthopedic care right in our community. Led by Dr. John Connor, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, along with physician assistant Christina Gunter and nurse practitioner Jeannie Doan. They deliver personalized care to help you move freely again. Don't let pain hold you back. Call Harrison County Hospital today and take the first step toward recovery. 812-734-3800 or online hchin.org.
Are you looking for top quality crushed stone in Harrison County? Look no further than Davis Crushed Stone in DePaul. At Davis Crushed Stone, they have been serving Southern Indiana for years, providing the highest quality crushed stone for all your construction needs. Their locally sourced stone is perfect for driveways, roads, landscaping, and much more. Plus, the friendly staff can assist you with your order, ensuring you get exactly what you need. They'll even deliver it right to your doorstep, making your project hassle-free. Choose Davis Crushed Stone for your next project. Give them a call at 812-347-2707.
Brownstown Central with the win tonight over Corydon Central. Again, the final 58-39 on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard. The Lady Panthers will try to bounce back in a varsity-only game on Tuesday night. They'll make the trip down to Elizabeth to take on the South Central Lady Rebels in a matchup between the 2-0 Lady Rebels and the 1-1 Lady Panthers. For Brownstown Central, they will open the home slate on Thursday of next week, and they will host the Southwestern Hanover Lady Rebels in what will probably be a varsity-only game there. So that's what's next on both team schedules, and the Lady Panthers are hosting the Battle at the First Capitol That'll be on Friday and Saturday. The Lady Panthers will start off with Castle on Friday evening at 6:30 right here inside the Panther Dome in the opening round of the annual Battle at the First Capital Tournament. This is the 10th edition of that tournament here in Corydon. Taking a look at other scores around the area tonight as far as girls basketball goes, Bloomfield overwhelmed Washington Catholic 48-15, the final in that one. Castle defeats Jeffersonville 66-51. Meantime, it was, Jasper beating Boonville 53-39, the final in that one. That game played at Jasper earlier today. Lenton Stockton gets by West Washington 48-45. That game was played this afternoon. Paoli bouncing back from a difficult loss on Thursday night at Northeast DuBois. The Lady Rams beat Southridge 45-27. The final down there at Huntingburg Memorial Gymnasium. And Springs Valley also winning a high-scoring affair tonight, beating Wood Memorial 64-58. Silver Creek on the road at Lawrence North, and the Lady Dragons go on to win that one by a final score of 45-41. So with that, we are now through our first game of the season here on 96.9 WKLO for our girls basketball slate this year, and going to have a little bit of time until our next game. It'll be 10 days until we finally get to see the North Harrison Lady Cats for the first time this year, as we will see them 1 week from Tuesday right here on 96.9 WKLO. The Lady Cats will have their home opener that night when the Crawford County Lady Wolfpack will make the short drive to the Cougar Den. The Lady Cats are coming off the season opening loss at South Central on Wednesday night, 74-63. Grace Goldman led the Lady Cats with 31 points and 11 rebounds. Senior forward Carly Chapman tallied 16 points and 14 boards. The Lady Cats will be on the road for their next two games next weekend. They'll travel to Eastern Pekin on Friday and head to Charlestown on Saturday. The Lady Wolfpack will rely on their senior forward Emery Stroud throughout the season to lead the way. The Lady Pack started their season with a home loss to Heritage Hills, 45-33 on Thursday night. The Lady Pack will visit Salem on Tuesday, and then they'll head to Henryville on Saturday next week before closing their three-game road stretch with the Lady Cats in Ramsey. So join us for our Davis Crushstone pregame coverage on Tuesday, November the 18th. We'll get started around 7:15 from the Cougar Den on the campus of North Harrison High School in Ramsey, as we get to see the home debut for first-year head coach Dakota Brooks and the Lady Cats. Our pregame will start around 7:15 that night from the Cougar Den on the campus of North Harrison High School in Ramsey. JV at 6, varsity tip-off around 7:30. Catch North Harrison and Corydon Central girls and boys basketball throughout the season here on 96.9 WKLO. You can listen on 96.9 FM, streaming online at WKLO969.com, on our YouTube channel, WKLO 96.9, or on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, listen to 96.9 WKLO. As we close up shop for the night, we would like to thank all of our great sponsors: Harrison County Hospital, Denny's Carpet, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, and Rita's Taco Shop in Corydon, Ivy Tech Community College in Sellersburg, Prosser Career Education Center in New Albany, Bender Lumber, First Harrison Bank, Morgan's Auto Salvage in Paoli, and Davis Crushstone in DePaul. Most of all, thanks to you for listening to our Corydon Central girls basketball broadcast tonight. Again, the final score on the First Harrison Banking Butler scoreboard: Brownstown Central 58, Corydon Central 39. We thank you for listening to our broadcast tonight and for listening to our postgame coverage presented by Davis Crushstone, located at 8605 Big John Road in DePaul. For all of your Crushstone, lime, and aggregate needs, call Davis Crushstone at 812-347-2707. For our statistician and analyst, Greg Deaton, I'm David Deaton, saying have a great night and a great rest of your weekend from here at the Panther Dome on the campus of Corydon Central High School here in the town of Corydon. Keep your heads held high, love each other, be a light in your community, and may God bless America. Thanks again for tuning in tonight. You have been listening to coverage of Corydon Central Lady Panthers basketball right here on 96.9 WKLO.
This broadcast on Real Country 96.9 WKLO has been made possible by our incredible community sponsors: Davis Crushstone, Dr. Black's Eye Associates, Denny's Carpet, First Harrison Bank, Ivy Tech of Sellersburg, Morgan's Auto Salvage, Our Place Drug and Alcohol Services, Prosser Career Education Center, Rita's Tacos. Thanks for supporting local athletes.